This is the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, and you are listening to the Wrestling POV podcast.
Hey, all you dudes and dudettes. Welcome to a new episode of the Wrestling POV podcast. Today, we're going to be talking about CM Punk returns at the Royal Rumble. Royal Rumble winners. Who do you got? In the spotlight, we got this totally bodacious babe, Bianca Belair. Is she the most athletic of all time? And then on the hot tag news, we got Dominik Mysterio to NXT. And of course, we got the totally bodacious Royal Rumble pay-per-view points game. All this and more on a totally new episode of the Wrestling POV podcast. Yes, we are there.
You forgot all but one word.
What word was that?
Muchachos, us.
Well, I wanted to save that because, yes, of course, we got myself, Mr. Round Third, we got Tony Diaz, we got Elio Canella, but I wanted to save the brochachos, dudes, because we got a special guest, man. You know, all the way from Indiana where they got the totally bodacious waves, you know what I'm saying, dudes? And that is the $50 man, Clay Cummings. Totally awesome,
Dudes, you gotta work on that, bro. Jesus Christ. You just fucked it up, man.
I wanted to say bro and dudes.
dudes.
Welcome, Clay Cummings, to the show.
Yeah. Thank you guys for having me again.
Yeah, the $50 man joining the wrestling. This is your first time on this show, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
The other show was what was the other show? Quarantine or
Quarantine?
Yep. Quarantine. Yeah.
Wow. No shit. Yeah.
Making his rounds.
Yeah, I see that. And then now we have the Royal Rumble is this weekend. My favorite pay-per-view of the year. I got some news for you though. Y'all gonna be like, what the fuck? I don't know about this Royal Rumble though.
I don't want to hear it, Tony.
Well, too bad. That's our job.
I don't want to hear bad news.
You're gonna have to. So that's part of our job. That's what we do. We have to give the good and the bad.
And the ugly?
And remember that segment?
I do. Wow. Forgot all about that.
Yeah, missed opportunity. So all right, let's get straight on to the Facebook polls or posts that we have on our show. This one you put up, Rick. It was what would you do if this happened? Should we play it?
Yes.
I mean, do we have to?
Yes. It's clobbering time. Yes.
No.
Yes.
Why, Rick? I mean,
what would you do? What would you do if that happened?
I would mark out just a little bit, but just a little bit.
You would. Just
a little bit.
And Chappelle may see that happen.
Exactly, Elio. Thank you.
Just like when she made his return to Monday Night Raw on that one episode where he confronted CM Punk.
Yeah.
I totally jumped off my chair when that happened.
All right, Elio, just calm down.
We're gonna start calling him Leaping Elio Canella.
Right? No, I don't know, man. I mean, it's CM. I mean, what's he gonna do after that? I mean, because all right, I'm going off of what Vince always says. If I put you in the Royal Rumble, you have to win the Royal Rumble. Okay, somebody like CM Punk, he would have to win that Royal Rumble.
Absolutely.
And do what?
And go to WrestleMania and face Roman Reigns.
Roman
Reigns.
Clay, what do you think about this before I go off on this monstrosity of CM Punk getting in the Royal Rumble?
Guys, I honestly think it would be awesome if Punk did return. I would actually mark out too, but he ain't coming back. I'm sorry.
No.
He's not.
I don't see. Now, Rick, what possessed you to even? Yeah, right. What possessed you to even put this up?
I'm not ashamed to say this, but in one of my Facebook memories, I remember seeing this, and I just said, "Oh, I should put this for our show." And I just took it and I put it up, and I was like, "Oh!" And this was like 4 years ago. So
right.
this is something I've been waiting for a long time. And I was
you
like,
waited
you know
4 years for this.
Yes.
So
and you know what? We got a good response from it. I was really excited about people wanting to see CM Punk back into the wrestling ring at the Royal Rumble with cheese.
Although it would blow off the roof of the Thunderdome, but
there's nobody there.
I'm just saying, like, internet-wise, you know.
No, the internet would blow up. I would, yeah, that would happen, sure. Raymond Hasking, he says he's badass. Miss him. Okay. Ray and Hamid said cult of personality. It's not what we asked. Dan Davey, he said he posted a GIF of Big E eating popcorn.
Yes.
He did comment though. He says, "I know it will blow the roof off the place." Look at you. You read your mind, Clay. And the ratings will go sky high. Serious? The ratings. He said the ratings will go sky high.
They would.
Get the. All right. Ashley James says, "Scream loud as fuck." Bubba, he said, "Go wild." Ashley came back. She goes, "Scream." I guess Ashley's a big fan of CM Punk. Mark Torres, he said, "Lose my mind." Clay, you responded with freaking Jonah Hill. Serious?
Hey,
he said he marked out.
That's my exact reaction.
He did say he marked out.
But it ain't gonna happen.
Now, of course, there's always a negative comment. Joel Dumont, he said, "Meh, rather see him in AEW."
Oh Lord.
Rick, respond to that because you're looking at the screen like.
Actually, I wouldn't mind it.
Oh Jesus! Serious?
I want Punk back, baby. Baby, come back.
Well, you're gonna hate this one. Jake Hickey, he said nobody would care.
Hater comment of the week.
Shaggy Campbell, though, defended it, and he said, "Are you kidding? The fake crowd would go crazy." Oh, he didn't defend it. He went with it. Lindsay Logan. Oh, I thought it was Lindsay Lohan. She said nothing because it's not going to happen.
All right, Clay.
She was just stomping on your shit. Dylan McDaniel.
We have 2 hater comments.
What's that?
We have 2 hater comments.
So far. Dylan McDaniel, he says, "Mark the fuck out, duh." Norman, he says, "Shit my pants." Another one was "Be excited." Harrison says, "It's clobbering time."
Yeah.
Brought out the marks and everybody, Rick. Must be on CNN. # fake news.
Damn.
Now, obviously, they didn't get the point of that comment. It wasn't, you didn't say that it was going to happen.
No.
All you said is, what would you do if it did happen?
Yeah.
See, this is why some people, they make me mad.
See, Clay's now seeing from the other side.
He's seeing the bullshit.
I've seen a lot of bullshit on this show.
Oh, damn.
Not from you guys.
Nah, Clay, you said it.
No.
Own up to it, Clay. Own up to it.
Don't backtrack. It's okay.
You know me well enough.
We can be annoying sometimes. Well, Rick can be annoying sometimes.
Oh, Tony can definitely be.
Yeah. Well, that's true. I guess.
You know me well enough.
All right. That's it for the CM Punk. I mean, I got some news on that though. When we do
okay. That's the second time he said this, guys. That means it's gonna be bad.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah. So, of course, I'm full of shit. But what do I know? The other post we put up is which man or woman is your Royal Rumble? God damn it! I hate this time of the year.
Yes.
The match. Who's your pick for the men and women? We're gonna save our comments for when we do the Royal Rumble pay-per-view points game. It's back, y'all. Shut up. But I'll read a couple comments. I won't go too much into it. Garrett Leaper, he says, "I'm going to be that person and have 2 picks for each." See, you just fucked it up.
That's not following the rules.
What the fuck?
It's not what we asked
for. Pick one and what the fuck? God. All right. Elio,
Yes, sir.
I'm going to send you on a mission to go find this dude and beat the shit out of him. And tell him, I want you to knock on his door and says, this is not what we were asking. And then punch him. You ever seen Jay and Silent Bob? Strikes Back? Remember that towards the end it went after people who made the negative comment? That's what I want you to do. That's going to be your, you know what? I got a new nickname for Elio. Elio the Hitman Canelo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got a nice ring to it.
Yeah. Go up to Bret Hart himself, Elio, and says, you know what? Fuck you.
Don't you dare. They'll kick you out of Canada.
That's true. They'll take his Canadian card.
Then if I do that, Rick will be like, ladies and gentlemen, this is Elio Canelo's last show.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Elio Canelo's last show.
We'll miss you, Elio. Good luck, though. Represent Wrestling POV. All right. But anyways, he says Daniel Bryan and Edge and Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley. That was his picks. Okay, sure.
That's not bad.
Not a bad pick, no. Debbie Maddox says AJ and Charlotte. See, she listened. I like her. I like Debbie. Way to go, Debbie. Josh Sanders, another regular on the show. He picked Bianca Belair. And the man's, I'm not fully decided yet, but so far, Brock Lesnar. Would like for Edge to return again, but this time win it.
No.
Did he watch Raw? Did he not? No. Oh, well, you did post this before Raw. My bad.
No. You know what? Let me just say something about this thing with Edge. No. Well, there's no way I want to see Edge win a Royal Rumble. I can bury the hatchet, but I can also dig it back up. You know what I'm saying? This is the thing with Edge. There's no way Edge should win this Royal Rumble. He does not deserve it. Look what happened last Royal Rumble when he came back. He lasted one match, and then he tore his tricep. We don't want to see that again.
The guy's been gone for how long?
All right, stay gone.
And he
stay gone.
Probably one of the biggest pops ever in Wrestling Royal Rumble.
And I still get goosebumps when I watch it because there's no reason for him to win it, okay? There's no reason. I don't want to see a guy that's already won it 10 years ago win it again. We already had that with Triple H. Triple H has the longest time in between Royal Rumble wins in like 12 years. It's ridiculous. It's preposterous. And it's churlish. And it belongs in the churlet.
No, I disagree.
You know what? Listen, I'm going to put this on Clay because Clay was the fan of the year 2 years ago. Josh Sanders is the new fan of the year. I still don't know how that happened. But
how
Clay,
did that happen?
I don't know. Elio,
was you behind that shit?
Elio stuffed the ballot.
With a rigged results.
I want to recount.
Well, Clay.
Yes.
Edge. What is your thing on Edge?
I like Edge.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Clay's last episode.
No, I really, I don't have a problem with him. Yes, do I think he needs to win the Royal Rumble? No, I really don't. But I don't know. I never really had a problem with Edge.
Yeah. I don't either. Some people are more. All right, now, Rick. I mean, you are probably a Bret Hart super fan. Right?
Yes,
it's safe to say, right? So, Isn't that the same thing? Isn't that the same thing? What you're doing?
No, because Bret Hart retired,
and
I'm not like, I need Bret Hart to come back.
But if he came back, you would mark the fuck out too.
No,
he needs to win the whole thing. I love Mr. Hitman.
No, see now, listen. If you want to call me on my bullshit, rewind the episode and talk about how CM Punk coming back and how I say he should win the Royal Rumble.
But you're more of a Bret Hart fan. Than you are CM Punk.
But there's no way that you bring Bret Hart back and he can actually win the Royal Rumble. But if you bring CM Punk back. CM Punk back.
That's more realistic than Bret Hart. Yeah, but I just brought out Bret Hart because you're a Bret Hart super fan.
That's true. But no, Edge should not win the Royal Rumble. He can have other matches.
It depends on how they do it.
He could get in the WWE title picture just like that if he really needed
he
to.
can.
There's no reason to win the Rumble.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. Honestly. See, this is why Clay Cummings is on the show, dropping knowledge.
After you just said this was his last episode.
Yeah.
Matt Patches said Bailey and Daniel Bryan.
Not bad.
No.
Bailey.
No. And finally, Richard Wallace. He said, I said it months ago that Charlotte Flair will win the Rumble, so sticking with that. As for men's, could really care less. Oh,
Dang.
boy. What the fuck, man? Seriously.
I don't know.
Really? Are we really doing this with him? Are we really doing this with the people?
Yes.
I'm like, this is like, what, the third one? They didn't follow directions?
Yeah.
Sons of bitches. All right. That's it for the polls. If you guys have any questions or comments, please throw it on our Facebook page and we'll talk about it. Sure, why not? All right, Rick, we got this week's spotlight is Bianca Belair.
Absolutely, yes. Bianca Belair. Is she the most athletic woman wrestler of all the time? Now, guys, I got some news for you. Bianca Belair was a track and field athlete who competed in hurdles back in the day in high school, and she also was a track and field star at University of South Carolina, Texas A&M, University of Tennessee. She became all SEC, All-American in the 2011-2012, and she was also a CrossFit competitor and power lifter. She's appeared in RX Magazine, Femme Rouge Magazine, and CrossFit.com, but she was forced to abandon her CrossFit career due to intercostal chondritis, which is also known as drifting rib syndrome, where her ribs would shift in her body from time to time. Yeah. So she couldn't do the CrossFit anymore. In CrossFit, you're always moving just from side to side and stuff like that. So, but yeah, track and field star. What do you guys think? Is she the most athletic woman we've seen in the wrestling business? I'm going to go with Elio first. Elio.
I'm going to say, yeah, we've never seen like anyone like Bianca Belair like in a while. So yeah, I'm going to say yes. I mean, there's she picked up Otis.
Yeah,
straight that obstacle course.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to say yes.
Clay.
I agree with the same thing. I mean, Bianca's a beast. I mean, to pick up a 330-pound man as a woman, that's impressive. And we've never seen another woman like her yet. And there may be more to come.
That's true. Tony, is she the most athletic woman wrestler you've ever seen?
Yeah. Next to Beth Phoenix. Yeah.
Oh.
And China. Yeah.
China. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you see, the thing is, the difference I see with Beth Phoenix and China, even if you want to say Nicole Bass, they were big, but they weren't athletic like Bianca Belair. When I say athletic, I mean she can run, she can do everything.
Of course, that's depends on what you define athletic. You know, Beth Phoenix was very athletic. You know, she was. China was.
She was just muscular.
China was too, but. I mean, you threw in Nicole Bass. She was just a bodybuilder.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying.
She really didn't do much, but there's a difference between that and what China has done and what Beth Phoenix has done too. You know what I'm saying? Bianca Belair, though, I think she supersedes all of them. Yeah, as an athlete,
sure. Yeah. Now, let me throw this at you. Charlotte Flair and Bianca Belair.
Yeah.
Who's more athletic?
Well, Well, see, now you want to compare what they have done in their past compared to what they're doing now.
Not what they've done, just overall athleticism.
Well, Charlotte Flair was very athletic.
Of course.
She was very athletic. She was in, volleyball, right? And she did some other shit, too. So,
But not even what they've done in the past, what they've done in the ring athletically.
Well, you got to give it to Charlotte Flair. Career-wise, you got to give it to Charlotte Flair. Bianca hasn't been, because Bianca hasn't been in the business that long to even make that decision.
But I'm talking about can Charlotte do what Bianca does in the ring, and can Bianca do what Charlotte does?
Yes.
Oh, I believe that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm saying. So then Charlotte, then you have to go. Maybe Charlotte is the most athletic woman we've ever seen.
Yeah,
but in the wrestling business.
Yeah, but I mean, you got to remember too, Charlotte has been in the business longer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
so we've seen more of what she can do in the ring compared to Bianca Belair. Bianca's just, in my opinion, she's just starting her career.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
Is she
just had the biggest win of her career.
Yeah. I got my thoughts on that, but anyway, but no, I don't know. Comparing the two, for me, it's like it's not really fair to compare right now.
Okay.
I'd say in the next 5 years, then you can compare the two, because at least Bianca by then, She should be in the main event. She should be like in the title picture. She should be doing something in her career at that point to where you can compare the both of them, her and Charlotte Flair. But right now, I would say it's more on Charlotte than it is on Bianca. Bianca's past athletic ability, she supersedes everybody. She's a beast. Like Claywood just said, to pick up Otis, that's impressive. That's impressive. I don't even think Dana Brooke can do that. And she's always showing off her damn muscles every time she comes out of the ring trying to act like Jack. I don't think she could be able to do that. But I mean, I don't know. She might.
Elio.
Well, like a deadlift like that, I don't know.
It's
like
hard.
Just to pull him up like that.
It's hard.
Probably squat his weight, but I doubt just be able to lift up like that.
And let me tell you something. In wrestling, and I think, Rick, you should know this part of it too. When you're lifting somebody up for a body slam, obviously it's not from dead weight. The other person on the other side of that slam is helping you up. He is, positioning himself, to push off.
He's supporting his weight,
So if you go back and you look at that with Bianca and Otis was like already on top. You know what I'm saying? So I honestly think that Bianca would have a hard time if it was from a deadlift to pick Otis up like that. You know what I'm saying? But being that Otis was already on top of the stairs and he just plopped on her, which is still impressive. I'm not taking that away from Bianca, but it's like he's already up there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just from a deadlift though, I think Bianca would have a hard time. To show her, but I give her credit though for even doing that and walking with him. That's still impressive as it is. But with the stuff with wrestling, it's more or less like, well, he was up there already.
Well, Elio, let me ask you, Elio, Charlotte or Bianca Belair, athleticism, who you got?
It's quickness. I'm gonna go with I'm still gonna go with Bianca.
All right. Yeah, you know what? And I have to agree because let's not forget about those muscles. Those muscles she got, man. Woo!
She's jacked.
Bianca Belair is jacked. And she got the trap game. She got everything going, man. And she got the look. She got
her legs too.
Her legs, everything. Yeah.
Jeez.
Charlotte, she hasn't done a squat in years.
Yeah. Well, not from her legs. But Charlotte's still fit though. Charlotte's still
absolutely.
Fit.
Yeah.
The thing she does in the ring is amazing. We've said it. Charlotte is the best woman wrestler of all time. But when it comes to athleticism, I got to give the slight edge to Bianca Belair. See what I did there? Threw edge back in there. That was for you, Josh.
And that had nothing to do with it. Speaking of Josh, he went on about this and said, I think that's who her character is, but I don't think other WWE women were also the same or more athletic. What the fuck is he saying?
I think there was this. Listen, man, Josh got his T-shirt and he's representing Wrestle POV, so we're gonna just let him go with that. Yes, I think that there was a typo in there and it just messed everything up. But I think he's saying that that's her character more so, and he can correct me if I'm wrong. I think he's saying that's her character more than what she can actually do.
Right.
Okay. But if that's true, then I don't agree because this athleticism is not something you come up with in a character. This is pure athleticism on her part.
It is, and I don't think any one of us can take that away from her.
No,
it's not. But I mean, if you're going to start comparing her to other people, it depends on who it is, and we don't know what they've done too. I mean, I think this is probably. I think I've heard about Charlotte's background once in her career.
Yeah.
That's how I knew she was like into volleyball, and she did some other stuff too. I don't remember. Volleyball is the one that stuck out, but I don't know.
But let's not forget, Charlotte wasn't trying to be a wrestler, right?
At the time, no.
I
don't think neither was Bianca Belair.
No, she wasn't. But Bianca Belair was doing hurdles and track and field, and she was a star in her universities. So it's just like she's always been athletic. Mm-hmm. You look back at older pictures of Charlotte. Yeah, Charlotte wasn't the most athletic person. I don't think so. I think this is just in Bianca Belair's DNA to be athletic, as being a showman is in Charlotte's DNA. So that's my take on it.
Look who her dad is.
Yeah, of course. You got it. Woo.
Yeah, woo. All right. So, all right, I think that's it for the spotlight. Do you have any plans for next week's spotlight?
I mean, depending on who wins the Rumble, I feel like we should spotlight whoever wins the Rumble.
Well, there's going to be two of them then.
Well, then I'll spotlight two people then.
No, do one.
I'll do the men's winner.
Yeah, do the men's winner, and then we'll go from there. All right, cool. Anybody else have any suggestions? Again, throw it on our Facebook page, and we'll consider it. And if we do consider it, then we'll talk about it. With that being said, Rick, it is time for the wrestling news from around the world. Take it away.
All right, before we do that, let's get into some birthdays. All right, Sheamus turns 43 years old.
Sheamus is 43?
He's shredded 43.
Did I have the same reaction last year?
I think so. Yes,
I don't remember him being that old.
Yeah.
No. I would have never guessed that.
Yeah. And he is shredded now.
Wow.
He is working his ass off.
43. God,
43.
Lord.
Let me throw this at you guys. Just
You're
real
throwing
quick.
a lot at us today.
Would you be? Yes. Well, this is what I do sometimes. Would you be upset if Sheamus won the Royal Rumble?
No.
Elio?
I really wouldn't.
Nope.
No.
Okay.
I don't know.
Tony's thinking. Wait.
I don't know. Well, I say no, but it depends, I guess. I mean, do you really want to see him against Roman?
No, him against Drew.
Him and Drew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Teasing it.
Yep. So we'll see. All right. And my last birthday this week, Miss Sasha Banks turns 29 years old.
Yeah.
29.
Yeah,
Looking fine.
I wouldn't have guessed her that old either.
Yeah. Oh, you think that's old? I think that's young. I think for what she's been doing, she's been in the business for a while now.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm 26. I can't say much. So.
Damn, serious? You're 26?
This guy.
I'm 20. I'm 26.
This is Clay's last episode, guys. Too young to be on this panel.
Wow.
I got 3 years.
And you know what? I used to be the young guy in the show. And all of a sudden you bring Clay Cummings in. Ha, ha, ha. Look at him. He's so cute. Everybody loves Clay Cummings. Wait, no one said anything about him being cute. What are you talking about? Oh, was that just me? I'm sorry. just
what else you got?
So, Tony, you know, Clay Cummings here is a huge Sasha Banks fan, and I think he has something to say to you about what you've been saying about Sasha Banks.
I can't stand her. There you go. I said it again.
Oh. Go ahead, Clay. I'm putting you on the pedestal right now.
Put him on the spot like that, right?
No, like honestly, I think Sasha is like one of the most overrated women's wrestlers right now.
She's very overrated.
Or underrated. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
See?
No,
with me.
Underrated. Well, just the fact that she hasn't had a really long title reign, and you know, I don't know. It's
Because
just
she sucks. That's why.
No, Clay, don't do it, Clay. Don't fall.
No,
Don't
I'm not falling. I'm not falling.
I'll help you back. Clay has said that Sasha Banks is his favorite women's wrestler. So stick to it. She is. Why is she your favorite wrestler?
I mean, if I want to be honest, it's I'm a big Eddie Guerrero mark.
So am I.
In the way she represents Eddie, it's like.
And I think it's bad.
You think it's bad?
Yeah.
No.
She doesn't do it right.
Who can do it right? No one can.
No one.
No, but like I've said on Quarantine, nobody can do what Eddie Guerrero did.
No.
I don't care.
No. He's you know what? It's funny that you're mentioning him because lately, I don't know why. Does he have like a birthday or something coming up, or does he have is his death coming up? His anniversary of his death?
No, that was a while ago.
Yeah, he passed in November.
Because I've been seeing a lot on Facebook. I've been seeing a lot of Eddie Guerrero videos, like some of his promos and stuff like that. His matches that he had with JBL that he got busted open real bad.
Yeah,
remember that one? And then he did this one promo, man, and I didn't realize. And see, this is what I the promos. A lot of promos I did back in the day were so genuine compared to how promos are now. Like that promo that he did with Brock. when he had that feud with Brock, man, I was like, I felt that. I was like, damn, that was shit. I wish we had the show back then.
Yeah.
But
now his birthday's in October, so
is
I don't
it?
know what. Yeah.
It's just weird. Like I said, at least once a day for the past month, I've seen on my news feed something about Eddie Guerrero. I'm like,
They probably think he's gonna return at the Royal Rumble.
oh man, Jesus Christ!
Gonna make me cry, Rick.
Shit,
Viva
imagine
la
that.
raza! And
Viva
it's
la
Chavo.
Ends up being Chavo, yeah. All right,
I'll be all right with that too.
I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
I was a
not?
friend of the show.
Dude.
But
Yeah.
So now back to Sasha. After that horrendous promo she did on SmackDown, there's no defending that. There's no defending her. She's terrible.
No.
Look, that match that she had last week with what's his name? Reginald. That was a good match, but it was Reginald. If it wasn't for him, she wouldn't have been able to do a lot of that stuff.
Oh, I agree. Reginald did surprise me. Really,
I was shocked.
Yeah,
I was shocked by that. I was like, holy shit. But to each his own. Everybody has their favorites, and that's fine.
Yeah.
I got to ask Elio, because I never knew this. Elio, who's your favorite? I never knew who's your favorite.
You women's wrestler.
Women and men, don't matter.
Yeah, no, I like Sasha Banks, but I like Bailey a little better.
I'm gonna mute his ass.
I like Bailey. I like Bailey better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything
He
Bailey's
recovered.
been doing has been great.
She has grown.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, and you know what? That's a good. You know what? That's why Elio's on the show. But think about it though. Compare how Sasha's Bank career was compared to Bailey's. Bailey was able to rejuvenate herself from a character made for kids to now it's like fuck everybody.
Yeah.
Sasha Banks, she has a hard time being a baby face and a heel. I prefer her, honestly. I prefer her as a heel, not as a baby face. Because as a baby face, she tries to still incorporate the whole heel thing in it, and it doesn't work. It's not believable.
I
It
agree
really
100% with that. Heel Sasha way better than babyface Sasha.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
She's still doing the same boss gimmick thing.
Exactly. And if you gave me 2 more seconds, Ellie, I would have said that myself. But it's true.
Happy birthday, Sasha Banks. I threw Clay into the fire and he got burned. It's okay.
Oh, damn. No, come on. He's entitled. He's entitled to have a favorite wrestler. I might not agree with it, and I'll throw out my reasons why, but it's fine.
Hey, that's the fun of this podcast.
Exactly. Everybody
It really
has
is.
What was that? I missed it. What happened? What'd you say?
Oh, I just said it's the fun of the podcast.
Yes.
Yeah. Everybody has their own point of view, except if when you're wrong, we just laugh at you. So, with that being said, it is now time for the wrestling news from around the world. All right, NBC Peacock streaming service
What the fuck?
takes over the WWE network for $1 billion.
5
starting
years.
March 18th.
Wow.
All right, now
Listen, guys.
explain
Yes.
what the fuck, because I'm still lost.
All right,
I've
so
lost
as
since from when I heard this.
all right, so Elio, because you're in Canada, you have nothing to worry about. This is only a United States issue, so Elio, you can go.
Damn. Jeez.
This is an American thing. So what's happening is on March 18th, the WWE Network will cease to exist, and
Serious?
it will only it will not be its own entity anymore. It
So
will
wait a minute.
only
So
be
the
a part.
pay-per-view won't be on, it'll be on Peacock?
It's gonna be on Peacock.
Oh.
Peacock will be streaming all the live shows and pay-per-views that they have. So everything live will be on Peacock from now on. For $4.99 a month with the ads. If you don't want ads, you can buy it for $9.99 as well. But the good thing is you get The Office, right?
I've
That's what
never
everybody-
seen one episode.
Me neither.
I've
Why
seen the
you
entire
don't-
series.
Why are you the way you are? Why?
I like The Office.
The Office is amazing. I'm with you.
Yeah.
That's why, like Miguel plays that clip almost every episode. It's amazing. Like, how do you not watch The Office? Here we go.
Every time I try to do something fun or exciting, you make it not that way. I hate so much about the things that you choose to be.
I still
That's
haven't seen
definitely-
one episode. Not one.
Well, now you can when you switch over to Peacock for $4.99.
And when's this happening?
March 18th. So WrestleMania will be on the Peacock streaming service.
So I'm assuming, according to WWE's math, that they're going to make more money on Peacock than they are if they had their own streaming service.
Yes.
Does that make sense? I mean, is that?
I mean, they're making $1 billion.
Yeah,
$1 billion.
that's a lot.
So,
And then yet they
Yeah.
letting go a lot of people. Makes no sense. Seriously,
all right. Well, ESPN
ridiculous.
is no longer using WWE content.
Because
So-
apparently them motherfuckers were in negotiations for that.
Yeah,
They wanted it.
they wanted the network.
So they were like, fuck you. We're not playing
So,
your shit.
You're not going to see any more ESPN, WWE cross contaminations happening anymore.
Yeah.
Now, this is interesting news. So, remember how we was talking about The Undertaker last week and his comments he made about the younger generation and the older generations? Well, Devon Dudley had this to say. He says the younger generation is disrespectful and rude.
Mhm.
And Mick Foley responded and says, this talent that we have nowadays is as tough as it was before. So there's just a lot of people coming out and just saying where they stand on this.
Yeah.
We heard what we thought. Clay, what are your thoughts on what Undertaker had to say?
Well, on all honestly, is kind of not okay with me. Just the whole, like you said last week, it was the whole generation differences. And I understand where Taker was coming from, but a lot of guys are a lot more, healthy playing video games and, not, doing the drugs and having the guns and the knives. And it's just not, it's not that kind of world we live in anymore.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to add to this, okay, because I'm what you would call old school, okay?
Yes.
And to better understand what the Undertaker is coming from, because I still agree with what he said, but then again, I disagree with some of the things that he said. For everybody like getting on to Undertaker and this and that, you guys got to remember they didn't have video games back then. Would it be different if they did? If they had the technology, put it this way, if they had the technology now, back then, would he still make this comment? I don't know. I don't think so, to be honest. I don't think he would. They didn't have cell phones back then. You got to remember that. They didn't have video games back then. You weren't able to have all that shit that you have now, where you can just sit on your phone and just watch it, whatever. And I will say this, back when I would wrestle, okay, one of the things, and I'm pretty sure this is with a lot of wrestling today, and even after I had left, one of the things that you'd always do was watch the other matches. So that way you can still learn, because even now, I'm been gone from the business, but I still learn from it, because you can't stop learning from this business. You can't, so a lot of the times, like I focused a lot of my time watching other matches and being like, okay, I like how he did that. I might do that shit. Ooh, that might look good. You know what I'm saying? So with the Undertaker, that's how he was raised. I'll explain to you this way. When I was in the Army, okay, I was in the last group that the drill sergeants were still allowed to put their hands on you if you got out of line. Okay. Now it was like after my group, like right before we got sent to Iraq, the next group after that, they passed a thing saying that they can't put your hands on you anymore. Okay. So I was just like, now when I was in there, what the fuck? But it wasn't serious. Like if you fucked up, sometimes you get a little punch in the gut, you know, or like if you're down on a push-up, you know, they won't whip you, but they'll fucking put your hand on your back, so that way, you know, you was like this, and it's like, oh fuck, you know. So things like that is what I'm talking about. So like the army that I see today, like a lot of them are spoiled, a lot of them complain about shit, and it's like, for me, how I'm looking at it, like, no, don't, dude, it's not like, I know it's not like how it used to be. But I do have that right to come out and say they're catering to them more than when I was in. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So with The Undertaker, that's pretty much what he's saying. He goes, because they are getting catered to, which is fine. I don't see a problem with that, but to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? Like, Undertaker sees it as, you know, tough this shit out. You got a broken finger? I fought with a broken fucking face. And he did. His fucking orbital socket was all fucked up. You know, and he still went out there and wrestled. You think a lot of wrestlers nowadays would do that shit? No. They wouldn't. So, I mean,
well, they wouldn't be allowed to either.
Well, but that's what I'm talking about. You know, like The Undertaker, because I went and I listened to the podcast that he was on with Joe Rogan. I listened to what he was saying, and it made a lot of sense from what he was saying. And he made that comment and saying that, you know what? But back then, we didn't have a medical staff either. We had to deal with that shit, go out and wrestle, and then go to the hospital. You know what I'm saying? Now, exactly what you just said, Rick, they have medical professionals right there. Something happens, they look at them right away. So in Taker's eyes, yeah, they're getting catered to a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Which is, that's how he sees it. I see it as being smart that they're doing this.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I'm saying? But you can't, my thing is, you can't really get on The Undertaker for those comments, because, you know, he's not losing his mind. He's not fucking, you know, going crazy. He's speaking to how it used to be. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, you know, it's true. Back in the day, they settled it with fists and you know, duking it out outside. You know, nowadays is, I'm going to go tell human resources you picked on me. You know what I'm saying? So come on, there's a big difference between how things are nowadays compared to how they were used to be back in the day. I'm sorry to say, when I was in junior high school, you know what I'm saying? If somebody picked on you or you got bullied or whatever, you handle that shit after school. Does that apply now? No, it doesn't. And it's a shame. It's a shame, because now it's like people don't want to go to that level, which is fine. I'm not arguing that, but it's a whole different ball game now than it was back then. Back then, you took care of your own business. Nowadays, you have to go through channels and shit like that. So that's all. That's all I wanted to add to it.
Yeah, it's just healthier now.
Yeah.
With that being said, I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
That is not your line.
Hey,
Elios.
Elios, go ahead, Elios, say it.
I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
Thank you.
Wade Barrett has become a U.S. citizen.
I saw that. He had a certificate for it.
Yeah, congratulations,
bad,
Wade
but...
Barrett. He didn't go to Canada. He got a U.S. citizenship.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And my last bit of news, which is probably the most awesome thing that WWE is doing, is the WWE Icons documentary airs tomorrow night after the Royal Rumble. Yokozuna.
Nice.
That is something I want to see.
Hell yeah.
I cannot wait to see that.
Now, hold up, Rick. I got to go back to the whole Peacock thing. So,
yes,
because I need to understand this more. So, once this is done, right?
Yep.
March, you said?
March 18th. Yep.
That's my daughter's birthday. No, my daughter's 18th? Yeah, something like that. So, I'm getting fucking old. But so after that, the network, the app is no longer in existence. So you have to go to Peacock. Now, are they going to have like the Chronicles, and they're going to have all these extras
they're gonna have
on
everything.
there?
Yes,
So is it an app on Peacock?
Yes, it's gonna be inside Peacock. You're gonna you search, and you go and find WWE and click on it, and that's what you'll have. So that's how it's gonna work.
Like all the pay-per-views, and I'm with Tony. I'm confused about this myself.
Yeah, it's like because we're so used to the app from WWE. It's like, okay, pay-per-view, yep, click, it's on. All right, there you go. Is it gonna be the same thing on Peacock?
Yeah, it's gonna be an app within an app.
App within an app. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so it's basically the same thing. It's just the whole entire app is moving to Peacock.
Yeah.
But think of it this way. No, wait a minute. Hold up. I'm confused still. So you said that it's $4.99,
Yes.
but that's with ads. So if you're watching the pay-per-view, are you going to get ads in the pay-per-view?
No, you won't get ads in the pay-per-view. No.
So then it would be cheaper than to go to switch over.
Yes, we're benefiting from this.
Oh, okay. Well, you should have said that in the beginning.
I said it.
I like it.
I didn't hear you say that. I didn't hear you say we're benefiting. It's $5 cheaper, people.
Yeah, save that $5.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Sick of paying for everybody.
But
right?
I just don't see how they're thinking that's a good idea. I get it, it's $1 billion, but yet they're still losing some money.
Clay, let me ask you this, Clay. How many $1 billion do you have?
Oh, I will never have $1 billion. I'm just saying.
That's why. $1 billion is a lot of dollars.
It is.
So
It is.
$250 million a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
The deal is for 5 years.
Yeah. Listen, essentially, they're just the network came out in what, 2014? It's about the same length of time. It's about 5 years, 7 years, So what they're doing is they're just going to another contract, and maybe they'll do the same thing in another 5 years. WWE, they're smart business people. Peacock is the new fun thing. Everybody wants to see The Office. I mean, it left Netflix. Everybody went crazy. So it's just like, and now NBC has a lot to offer. And let's not forget, the USA Network is part of Peacock. So they have a lot of influence on the WWE at this time. So
Okay.
yeah, I do make sense. All right, it is on to the rumors, Tony.
All right. You guys ready for this one? These are all pretty much, almost all of them are Royal Rumble except for the first one. WWE creative team started working on bigger ideas for WrestleMania 37. Once the decision was made to run a 2-night event, the belief is they need 4 major matches, 2 per night. For that matter, they said John Cena and Bill Goldberg are nearly locks for both shows.
Oh no!
It's John Cena! Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
No.
Is he gonna get a new haircut? Didn't we put John Cena's haircut in the book once?
Yes, we did.
I think he changed it again or something.
He cut it again, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of that Goldberg? And
Terrible. Don't do it. Don't do it.
no, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. All right, a source say there's a finish for the men's Royal Rumble match under consideration that scares the death out of, and they wouldn't say no more after that. The quote was scares the death out of.
Yeah, that's what
all it
they're
was.
saying. Yeah.
Oh, really? You heard that too?
Yeah. I don't know, man. What would scare me is Randy Orton winning the Rumble.
But I mean, they didn't say which match. They didn't say women's or men.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's gonna be the men's because
It's got to be something crazy, though, don't you think? They have to.
Yeah.
They have to. Scares the death out of, and they wouldn't go no more after that.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Well, if that's the case, end the show with the men's Royal Rumble match and not.
Well, I'm pretty sure they're
Kevin
gonna do
Owens and
that.
Roman. Well, Kevin Owens and Roman are slated as the main event.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I think they'll end it with the men's Royal Rumble. They have to.
yeah,
They have to.
I agree.
Yeah. Rhea Ripley's status for the Royal Rumble, a source said that she is already on the main roster. Her debut was supposed to occur a couple of weeks ago, but it was held off. So obviously she's going to be in the Royal Rumble. There you go.
Rhea Ripley wins women's Royal Rumble match. Go ahead, Tony.
No, you said it. You did good. So, all right. So that's all I got for the rumors. Rick, what do you got for the injury?
I got no injuries,
God
man. Let's
damn
jump
it.
straight into the hot tag news. Where Dominik Mysterio to
Yes.
NXT. Should he go to NXT?
Yes. Well,
Let's go around our panel. We got a lot of comments on this. We got a lot of love and hate for Dominik Mysterio, guys.
There was a lot of
I'll
hate
tell
for
you
him.
that. I try to throw in some love.
Well, you
Let me
can't
go
when
with
it's
Clay
the truth.
first. Clay, Dominik Mysterio, should he go to NXT?
Did he lose out? We can't hear you, Clay. Something going on with your microphone. While he's fixing that.
All right, we'll go into Elio. Elio, what are your comments?
I think he needs to go to NXT. They pushed him to the main roster too soon. He still has a lot to learn, and this storyline they got going with Baron Corbin, whatever, not working. I don't like it. So yeah, send him back to NXT. Like, help develop his in-ring skills more, and then call him up.
Yeah,
exactly.
I agree with that. Clay, you got your mic working?
No.
Still can't hear you. That's all right.
Clay, what you can do is you can leave the room and come back in. You can leave and come back in, and it'll probably fix itself. But I'll tell you this: I do not believe that he should go to NXT, and I'll tell you why. He shouldn't go to NXT because he should go to 205 Live. That's how low he should go.
Jesus.
All right. 205 Live does still get airtime. I mean, after SmackDown on Fridays on the WWE Network, let him build his character there, and then go to NXT, and then move up to the main roster eventually, down the line. NXT is no longer the spot where you go to enhance your career. This is one of those things where he has to just benefit himself, because right now he's being a detriment to himself by being on the main roster. Nobody's going to respect him. And as you're about to read those comments, he's going to falter in this business if he does that.
Yeah. No, I agree with it. And I think that's why we were talking about it, because of the simple fact that we didn't see him for, a good month or something like that on SmackDown. And then all of a sudden now he's back and he's in the feud with Corbin. It's an unusual storyline. You know what I'm saying? With Dominik and Ray, don't you think? I mean, it's a little weird for me. I don't know what's going on with it. It's where are they going at it with Ray and Dominik and Corbin? Corbin beat him twice already. So what's going on?
Unless Dominik eliminates Ray from the Rumble.
Oh, imagine that. Clay, are you good to go? Now? A little bit. We can hear you at least. So go ahead and finish what you were saying about Dominik.
No, like I said, I really like Dominik. I also think he needs a lot of work. He also, I think, with the match that he had with Corbin on SmackDown, kind of proved that he needs a little bit more work.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think honestly that he belongs to NXT.
Yeah, for sure. That's how I was thinking of it too. I'm not going to read everybody's name. I mean, I know some people do just so I can read their name, but I'm not. It's just a lot of comments on this one. But a majority of this, no. Hell no. Wait, the question was, should Dominik go back to, and they're saying no?
They're saying no. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're saying no, that they want him to stay on the main roster.
Oh my God, this one's fucked up. Listen to this one. James Kukin, he said he should go to Planet Fitness.
That's not what we're asking.
You know what, Elio? Normally I would agree with that, but this one is funny. He said he should go to Planet Fitness. Oh my God, that is fucked up. Eric Cruz, he says just get him out of WWE. Damn.
I didn't know that far.
Wow.
Now this applies. That's not what we were asking.
Elio knows the show like the back of his hand. Maria and Rossi, she said, wait, is it a girl? Yeah, she said, please ignore all the no's. So we have to ignore all the no's. But she says yes.
She got NXT.
I think he should just leave. I can't stand him. Oh, wow. This one is fucked up. Listen to this one. This is Danielle Deichman. Yeah, it's a woman. She says, hey, Dominik. What the fuck, man?
What?
Dominik. Oh my! I can go somewhere with that comment, but I'm not. Yeah. Heather Mullen Porter. She said he is definitely not ready for the main roster. He needs to go to NXT for training to see if he actually has any wrestling talent, which is not showing at the moment. He needs to start at the bottom and work his way up like the majority. I agree and disagree with that. I think he is talented. I think he is. He's had good matches, and I'm not going to take that away from him. He had good matches with, but look at who he had the matches with.
Yeah,
Seth. Yeah. But I mean, you can't deny that Seth is not a good worker. You know,
he's
one
of the best.
Call a match in the ring. So I think that has a lot to do with it. Benaiah Miller, he said, I had to make sure. No, all you Dominik haters can cry me a river. Leave him be. Leave Dominik alone.
Wrestling is real to me, damn it.
Fuckers. He was emotional. He put it all in caps too. He was emotional about that. We pressed the button with him. He didn't like it. So I guess we gotta leave him alone. Yeah,
leave him alone.
Do we stop? I'll read some more comments. Lee Nelson said, "I'm happy for Dominik Mysterio. He's going to NXT, but when? Just when?"
See, they read our post as if it was news that he was going to NXT.
Yeah.
Nobody said he was going to NXT.
No. No one said that. Robert McCroskey, he said the guy needs his own gimmick instead of using the Mysterio name. All right, so what about
he needs a
everybody else?
Mysterio name.
He needs a Mysterio name.
Yeah.
He doesn't need a gimmick right now. He really has no character.
No. Who would take him serious? Hell yeah, and stay there. No. Jose Santiago II. Taking after you, kind of, Rick. He says,
my cousin.
Yeah. Different last name, bro.
He's a second. I came third.
Oh, gotcha. He says, yes, come up with his own finish and stop trying to be like Daddy. Just saying.
Daddy!
Why'd you have to do that? Just why? It's true. What do you guys think of the comments, though? A lot of them were no. I was shocked.
They want him to stay in the main roster?
Why?
That's surprising. Wow.
Yeah.
All right, well, let me throw this at all of you guys. And we'll go with Clay, Elliot, and then Rick. If he were to go to NXT, who should he be feuding with?
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
I would have to think.
Legado de Fantasma.
Okay.
Ooh, that might be interesting.
I did ask Clay first.
Yes. I'm speaking through him.
Oh, okay.
I can see him with a cruiserweight title.
Oh man.
Honestly.
How tall is Dominik anyway? He's pretty tall.
Probably like 6'3", 6'2".
Is he really that tall?
Nah, yeah. I think just because he's standing next to Ray.
Well, he's standing next to Daddy. Daddy's like 4'2".
Well,
so I mean, to see him in the cruiserweight, I don't know. That'd be kind of, I don't know. Elio, what do you think? Who should he face off with if he were to go to NXT?
Certainly, the Legado del Fantasma sounds like a good choice, but it's hard to say. There are a lot of guys that think win.
Okay. All right. Now I'm going to throw this curveball at you, and this is going to be a shocker for Rick to hear me say this. But I honestly think that his first feud should be with Timothy Thatcher. I really do.
Oh, he would get fucked up. I would love it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's why. Not just to get fucked up. It's because, even though I don't like Timothy Thatcher's character, the man can wrestle. Yes. He has a lot of. He reminds me. You know what? He reminds me of Dean Malenko. A little bit of Dean Malenko. Dean Malenko, same thing. Had no character. Was bland. But the man can wrestle. He can wrestle. And that's how I feel about Timothy Thatcher. I think Timothy Thatcher would do circles around Dominik, but I think with Dominik's attitude, that would definitely he would look at that as a challenge, and that's where he would improve himself as a wrestler. Yeah. So that's why I think Timothy Thatcher would. So Rick, who are you saying now? Now that you said Delgado de Fantasma. You still
Legado de Fantasma? No, I like what you said with Timothy Thatcher. I would love to see him work with Timothy Thatcher. And Dominik is billed at 6'1". So
really? Still monsters over Daddy, but
I'm sorry, he just looked taller than that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
and him being billed, they added 2 inches to that, so he's probably about 5'11". I would love to see him with Timothy Thatcher. I would love to see him with Legado de Fantasma. team him up with Lucha House Party, perhaps. You know,
Okay.
Just have him as one of the background guys until he comes into his own. He has to don a mask because he don't look good. He needs a mask, and he does need. And that comment about Planet Fitness, he does need to go to Planet Fitness. He's just lazy. He don't look good. He needs to develop that chestal area.
Yeah.
Get some chesticles.
But you got to admit, though, when he had that match on SmackDown, he had the hood. At least he knew that to put a zipper on there or something, or Velcro to take it off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That hood shit does not work, man.
Oh, my God. He kept playing with it that one time. Jesus Christ. And that comment in itself, what I just said, did not sound right. He was playing with it. All right, so hot tag news. If anyone out there has any hot tag news you want us to talk about for next week's show, throw it on our Facebook page, and we'll talk about it. We need some good hot tag stuff and all that. So, you know what? Let's take a break. I want to take a break.
Yes.
Let's take a break. When we come back, we have This Week in Wrestling and the pay-per-view points game, Royal Rumble. We'll be right back.
This is Chavo Guerrero Jr. Listen to the Wrestling POV podcast. You guys truly bring the Latino heat. Viva la raza.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Wrestling POV podcast. We need some money. You know, money makes the world go round. So go to ProWrestlingTees.com/WrestlingPOV and purchase your shirt today. Okay? Buy a goddamn shirt. Okay? For $19.99. Plus shipping and handling. I don't know why I said god dang. I think it's because I was like, if I was from Indiana, how would I sound? And I said,
God dang.
I said, god dang. But go to ProWrestlingTees.com/WrestlingPOV. Buy a shirt today for $19.99 plus shipping and handling. Or also go to CollarNumberBrand.com. Use promo code WPOV. Save yourself 10% on any shirt. You know, do it.
Yeah.
Just do it. Do it. All right. With that being said, Tony, it's time to get raw, baby.
Yeah, let's get raw, baby. All right, why do we sound like that? What's wrong with us? All right, low points of Raw. For me, I had the MVP Lounge with R-Truth. I gave it a 0.5. There were a couple of ones that I had because it just didn't make sense. Slapjack versus Xavier Woods, AJ Styles versus R-Truth. It's like, where are you guys going with this? But those are my low points. Elio, what do you have for low points of Raw?
The VIP Lounge and that Ric Flair Charlotte segment backstage.
Oh, yeah. That was a little weird, wasn't it?
I gave that one a straight 0.
Wow.
I don't
Elio,
care.
you gotta
about
get permission to give something a 0.
You got to file. You got to put in the file work.
Yeah.
For all that.
The whole addendum and shit. Addendum. Did I say that right? Addendum. Addendum. Is that right?
I don't think so.
No, we'll make it a word for now. It'll be our
It's
word.
addendum.
What?
An addendum.
Addendum. There we go. We'll go with that one.
Yeah.
Sure.
I've never heard that word before.
You got to file that, Elio. He said, fuck it. I'm making my own damn rule. All right. It'll fly for now. You gave it a 0. Now, it had to be, in your eyes, atrocious for it to be a 0. Why? I mean, what? Why the hate, Elio? This is
I just don't like the storyline, Ric Flair and Lacey Evans. There's nothing interesting about this storyline.
Okay. All right. Sure. Rick, what was your low points of Raw?
My lowest point, honestly, was the clusterfuck that they had with Charlotte and Dana Baszler and Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke and Nia Jax and Mason Evans.
Well, they did fuck that up. Dana, how can I explain?
The ref was mad.
Didn't Shayna make it in at the count of 9?
I thought she did.
Yeah, because I noticed. I thought I heard the referee count 9, and then she was in the ring at that time. Yeah,
he fast counted her. He went 9, 10. She's out the ring.
Yeah, but the thing of it is too is that what I was told is that Vince tells the ref, if you count to 10 and they're not in, then that's it. So that they're taught, the referees are taught to count to 10 regardless if they make it in or not. Don't delay it or something like that or whatever. You count to 10, you got to count to 10 or whatever. Or if you got to make a 3 count, you make that 3 count. You know, if it's botched, it's botched. That Vince tells these guys that. But I agree with what you said too. He went a little fast when it came to Shayna. You know,
Yeah.
so he went 9-10. I was like, wait, what? But even still, like what Elio said, she got in the ring. She was in the ring before 10.
Yep.
That ref totally fucked this match up. So that's why they're saying that like Adam Pearce had to ad-lib that one part to restart the match and this and that. So it was the ref's fault. So
Yeah, for sure. But that for me was a 0.5. I was just like, what is going on? This match. First of all, we had the Queen of Spades versus the Queen. Like, this was a great match. This could have been a WrestleMania match. And then you go and make it a 6-woman tag? Come on, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
It's not for it.
Yeah. All right, Clay, what was your low points of Raw?
Same with Rick, the 6-woman tag team match. I mean, the whole thing just in general, like, I was so excited for Shayna and Charlotte.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you add Mandy and Dana, and then you add who else was it?
Nia, Lacey.
Yeah, and then Nia and Lacey, and then it all becomes that, and it's like, no, I gave it a 0.5.
Wow. Holy shit. All right, the high points of Raw for me, I got to give it to Asuka and Alexa. Let me tell you something. Alexa took that RKO like a champ.
Yeah.
Holy shit. And the one thing I really loved was the attention to detail, Randy Orton's face.
Yes.
For me, I don't think it was that bad, but they made it look bad. I mean, the redness all over. You can tell he still had they had like the little blistering and stuff like that. I thought that was really good. I gave it a 3.5. That was the highest for me. Rick, what'd you give it?
My highest point was Sheamus defeating John Morrison.
Wasn't that a good match?
That was really good.
That was my second highest. Yeah,
I gave it a 3. I think Sheamus is in impeccable shape. You know what? I would like the more I see Sheamus, the more I'm just like, he can win the Rumble, and I won't
Is
be
he the
upset.
curveball?
He might be. I mean, he did win a Rumble before, didn't he?
2012.
Yeah, he won. He kicked. He kicked Jericho off
That's
the
right.
apron to win.
Right.
So I wouldn't be mad if he won it again.
Sheamus is a workhorse, man.
Yeah.
I love it. Love
It
it.
is for sure.
Yeah.
So, Clay, what was your highest point of Raw?
My highest point was Asuka versus Alexa Bliss. Alexa is gold, man.
Yeah.
Especially with the playground and
Yeah.
everything else. She's awesome.
Now, I tell you, this whole thing with Alexa, I said it in last week's show. I'm going to say it again. They really, like, if they're going to do this transformation with her, and I know maybe it's because we're spoiled with the Fiend.
Yeah.
But I still think, I mean, just something else has got to happen besides just her changing outfits. You know what I'm saying? There's something that they got to do just so we can, who knows? They might do it at the Royal Rumble. But she's knocking this out the park. And let me tell you something. They need to be blessed. I don't want to say it like that because it is a bad thing that's happening with the quarantine. But if it wasn't for this quarantine, they wouldn't be able to pull a lot of that shit that they're doing right now with the Fiend and with Alexa Bliss.
Not at all.
With the rocking horse in the ring, and they wouldn't be able to pull that in the live crowd. No fucking way.
No way.
But I'm glad they're doing it now. Get it out the way now, because then that way it won't be overdone when fans start coming in the ring. You know what I'm saying? So I love it. I really do. I like her attitude. I like the way she's doing stuff in the ring. I think Rick, you said it. She's a great actress.
Yes, for sure. Better than Aaliyah Mysterio.
Amen to that.
Yeah. Elio, what was your high point of Raw?
High point I gave to Alexa's Playground and the Alexa Asuka match.
Oh, you like the playground too, huh?
And the Alexa Asuka match, that part of the match where Alexa was in the corner and all of a sudden you see the transformation.
Yes.
From like one character to another. Yeah. Really well done.
Yeah. No, that was dope. All right. Overall, Elliot, what'd you give it overall?
Give it 1.6.
Wow. Rick?
1.9.
Oh, wow. Clay?
1.8.
Yeah, that's about right for Raw. I gave it a 1.95 this week. So it wasn't too bad of a Raw. It wasn't too bad of a go-home show because they told a lot of stories to go to the Royal Rumble. but it was still a little bit below average. So that's it. That's all I got.
All right, let's get into the NXT POV. Mamma mia!
I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
All right. Low point of NXT, man, had to be this Tyler Rust guy defeating Rio or whatever the hell his name was. I gave that a 0.5. I don't want to see Tyler Rust on my TV.
Dante Rios.
Oh, there you go.
Who it was?
Yeah. See, Elio is our guy, our go-to guy when it comes to information.
Yeah.
I only know because I looked it up. He had two. he had 2 matches on AEW Dark last year.
Oh wow! But yeah, I am not into this Rust guy. I am into the catchphrase though, the diamond in the rust. I really do
That's
enjoy
not bad.
that.
Yeah.
That's not bad. But he is bad. Elio, what's your low point of NXT?
My low point, it was that one. That Rust. I gave that one a 1.
Oh, 1. Wow.
And what's that Kurt Stallion guy?
Yeah. Oh God. Kurt Stallion is just a.
Who's that?
He's a brochacho. Kurt Stallion is the guy that wants to go for the cruiserweight title.
Oh, yes.
Sunshine from.
Wait, I'm like, when did Matthew McConaughey join NXT?
Sunshine.
This guy.
All right.
Terrible, man.
Oh, shoot. That's
0.5 on this one. I gave it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clay, what was your low points of NXT?
my low point, and this will be interesting. It was the interview with the Way.
Mm.
I gave that a 0.5. I did not enjoy it at all.
Yeah.
Yes.
Go away.
Kushida, don't say Kushida. It's like, dude.
Yeah.
Bring
All right.
back. It's like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Tony, what's your low point?
Just like the rest of you, the Tyler Rust versus I put Jobber because I didn't even catch the guy's name. And during the match, they didn't even bother mentioning his name again. They were just like, man, who cares? Do we really got to do this? So,
yeah.
No, I gave it to that one. It was I gave it a 1.
Okay. My high points, I got 2 high points. And it was in the beginning of the show. MSK defeating Killian Dane and Drake Maverick. I gave that a 3. MSK is good. They are good. They are good.
They're good.
And I have to give it to Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez defeating Aaliyah and Camilla. Let me tell you something. Camilla is really good, and Aaliyah is even better. Like that Robert Stone brand, I'm enjoying it. Hopefully they stay together and they make something of them because that's a good team right there. Yeah. And Raquel Gonzalez, man, I know we didn't mention it, but she showed Nia Jax how to choke slam a bitch. All right? She showed you. Like, Dana Brooke.
Hold on. Now, we got to go to this because you're always on Nia Jax. And I will say, I keep watching that over and over. Let me ask you a question. When Randy Orton did was it a powerbomb on the Bollywood Boys? And that one paper, remember? And he had to look like he went like that.
Yep.
Whose fault
Dropped him
was
on
that?
his neck.
Whose fault was that?
That was the Bollywood boy.
Why was it his fault?
Because he tilted too far.
He tilted too far? No, because he's light as a motherfucker. And Randy Orton, he's a strong dude. I mean, Randy's what, 6'4", 6'5"?
Yeah.
And he tossed him around, and he didn't expect it to do that. It was the same thing with Nia Jax. Nia Jax is a strong woman. She might not look it, but she's a strong girl. She's a big girl.
Yeah, of course.
And when she choke slammed or whatever to Dana, look at it again. She slipped when she was tossing her up. She kind of lost her grip, and when she was coming down with it, all the force was on Dana. So you can't really blame Nia on that one.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people did.
Well, but I'm telling you, wrestling and fuck them.
But Raquel Gonzalez ain't what steak sauce.
She is. I love me some Raquel Gonzalez. I'm Spanish. Why did I say it like that?
You got to say it, Raquel Gonzalez. Elio, what's your high points of NXT?
High points. So I gave it to MSK. Gave that one a 3. Gave also grizzled young veterans versus Kushida and Leon Ruff.
Wow.
Give
Okay.
that one a 3.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Clay
those
Cummings.
are my high points.
High points.
5 points I gave to Killian Dane and MSK, or Killian Dane, Drake Maverick versus MSK. MSK is super talented. I love watching them. And then I gave a 3 for both, but I gave one to Balor and O'Reilly versus Birch and Lorcan.
Okay.
I thought that was a pretty good match too.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with Pete Dunne attacking them at the end.
That was dope.
That's going to be Balor and Dunne is going to be really interesting.
Oh yeah. Tony, what's your high points?
Oh, honestly, my highest point, and it was a 3.5, and that was for the Kushida and Ruff versus the Grizzled Young Veterans. I love this match. I gave it 3.5. Really, really good. The one next that was closest to that was O'Reilly and Finn Balor versus Birch and Lorcan. I love the whole thing that happened. I wanted to give it more, but for me, there was a little bit of it that dragged out just a tiny bit, not too much. I think they could have done more in the time that they were given, but they kind of they knew how much time. I don't know. There was something about, but it was still good. I'm not going to take it away, and I gave that a 3.
All right. And before we go into our overalls, I have to say this. What the hell was William Regal sniffing backstage when he stormed in? Oh, I know what you did. Oh, I know what you did.
Yeah,
he was over the top.
Yeah.
Was it when he was talking to Legado?
Yeah, when he's talking to Legado the Fantasma. He was just over the top. But what about Karrion Kross and TikTok? What's he doing?
Let me tell you something. That, and I got it as a side note, and I have it as creepy, scary promo by Scarlett Bordeaux. Man,
creepy, scary.
Yeah, I was scared.
Yes. I loved I didn't give it a rating because it wasn't that long, but for me, I was just like, oh, man, just imagine this. Because obviously right now they have the Fiend as a baby face. Is that safe to say?
Yeah.
I mean,
more or less.
Is that accurate? I don't know. I don't know. I'm confused because of what's going on with Asuka and Alexa. That's why I'm asking. But just imagine a storyline between the Fiend and Karrion Kross.
Oof,
that'd be amazing,
wouldn't it? I think that would just take over wrestling. Period. That's out there. Everything that's out there.
But what do you think Karrion Kross has to do with Legado del Fantasma?
I don't know. That I'm a little like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know about that. That was a little weird to me. But even still, the promo from Scarlett in itself was fucking amazing. I loved it.
Yeah.
She's really good.
She's
really good with the tarot cards and the nails and the intricacies and celluloids and all that shit. It's
exactly. And the circumferences of the radius.
Exactly.
Trimeters.
You know where
exactly.
I'm from.
All right. Overall, I gave NXT a 2.1. Elio.
1.75.
Wow.
Okay. Clay?
I put it as a 1.95.
Wow.
All right. Tony?
I see it around there, but I gave it a 2.28.
All right. Elio.
All right, so on to AEW Dynamite.
Kaboom.
Boom.
Okay, so with Tony on low points.
All right, now I have low points, but I will say this: I missed like the first 10 minutes of it. They had like some kind of outage on the news feed, so I missed the first part. I don't know what happened. Did any of you guys catch it?
Yeah,
I know Eddie Kingston was involved. That's all I saw.
Eddie Kingston and Lance Archer had a match. I thought I was the only one that had a blackout, but so it happened to me too.
Yeah,
but
certain servers they did it too.
Elio's in Canada, so it didn't happen to him.
No.
So Elio, can you explain a little bit about what happened with Eddie Kingston and Lance Archer?
Yeah, so we had Lance Archer. We had Eddie Kingston defeating Lance Archer, and Butcher and Blade got involved at the end. There was one part where Archer just like threw Kingston over the ropes, and he landed on the floor on his side.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Damn.
Then at the end, Butcher and Blade got involved. Lance Archer came out without Jake. He came out with Jake, but he sent Jake to the back.
Really?
That was the part where Butcher and Blade got involved because they brought Jake out to the ring, and then at the end of the match, Kingston.
Okay.
They held Archer while Kingston delivered the backhand.
Oh.
With brass knucks.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe I think it was the bunny who gave him the brass knuckles.
Oh.
Yep.
All right. Well, that's cool then. But you know what? I will say this before I give my low points, though. This was a really good AEW show. It was. You know what? It was about damn time. But my low point, honestly, was the Cody promo. Like,
Garbage.
come on. You gave it a 0.5. That was it, though. That was the Cody promo, 0.5. Mm-hmm.
Okay, Clay.
Cody promo. Emotional. At first, it was like emotional, and I was like, okay, he's really, you know, whatever. And then you bring Red Velvet out, and it's like, great. You know, I was in it, and then it just shit.
Yeah. It kind of was just like it punched you in the stomach. Like, nope.
Yeah.
Do I have to ask Rick?
You already know. It's Cody and Arn Anderson.
That's what I said. Do I have to ask him?
Arn Anderson was terrible in this promo with Cody. I gave that a 0.5. Don't ever give him a mic again. And let me tell you something about Red Velvet. That microphone looked like a goddamn sledgehammer in her hand. That's how small she is. Either that or they're just using novelty microphones.
But what's funny for me is that, like you said, with the Arn Anderson, when he started the promo out, it made no sense for him to bring up his dad and says, you know, your dad missed your birthday or the day you were born. Your dad missed that. He wanted to
had nothing to
what
do
the
with
fuck was he saying?
It had nothing to do with the whole promo or the reason. No.
It didn't, because the pay-per-view that they're having is nowhere near the birth of his child.
Oh.
So why would Arn Anderson say that? Let me tell you something. I was a big fan growing up of Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard when they were a team. I was. And even when he was teaming with his brother. But Arn Anderson now, fuck him. I don't like him no more. I don't like the role that he's in right now. He's a coach? Are you kidding me? A coach? He has a fucking paper like this? All right. Whispering shit in Cody's ear? Get the fuck out of here.
Terrible.
Bad.
So I'm assuming that's your low point, Elio?
That's my low point, too.
Oh, my Lord.
All right, high points. Clay. We'll go with Clay's.
Dax Hardwood and Jungle Boy.
Oh.
That match was incredible.
Yeah.
I gave it a 3.5.
Yep.
Jungle Boy, if that kid's not a star, no.
I've said it since the beginning. He is so underrated. He needs to, you know what? I don't mind him being with Luchasaurus, but get rid of fucking Micro Stunt. Fuck out of here with that.
Thank you.
I can't. I went off on this before. I can feel myself. I'm getting tensed up, and I'm going to go off on him again.
Uh-oh.
I can't. No, I agree with TJ, though. It's like, no.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. Oh, my God. Why do they have... Like, why is he acting like he can beat the shit out of somebody?
Especially somebody like Tully Blanchard.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm going to go attack an old man like that?
Yeah. Like,
really?
I mean, my thing is that... Can he wrestle? Yeah, I guess he can. But no, you don't go up to somebody like a Lance Archer and says, I'm going to kick your ass. No, you're not. No, you are not. You know,
hey,
he's trying.
He went 10 minutes with Lance Archer,
which is ridiculous. Okay, but he, you know what? No, I'm done. I'm gonna have a drink of my water. Elio.
Okay, Rick.
My high point was definitely Jungle Boy defeating Dax. I gave that a 3. Jungle Boy is the cat's meow.
20.
Okay, I'm calm now. But I just like everybody else, Jungle Boy and Dax Hardwood, I gave it a 3.5. Should have been a 4. And you know, you guys know I'm not a fan of TV long matches. Pay-per-views are fine, but TV long matches I'm not a fan of. This one I think could have gone like an extra 5 more minutes and I wouldn't have been upset. Rick, you said it. Jungle Boy is a cat's me out, and they need to take advantage of that. You know what? What I tip my hat off to AEW is the fact that they don't mention who his dad is. And I like that, because then to me, that's kind of like taking the spotlight away from him. You know what I'm saying? And it shouldn't. It should be all about Jungle Boy. Now, let me ask you guys a question, though. Should he go solo or should he stick with I'm saying Marco Stunt aside. Should he stick with Luchasaurus or should he go solo as a single star? Or should he just stay with Jungle Boy but get rid of Micro Stunt?
Solo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he should go solo.
Clay? Solo, yeah. And because I was thinking of that, I was like, should he go solo or should he still have like Luchasaurus behind him? Now, what about his look? Like, I love the long hair because it goes with the character, but like the rest of his look, I mean, should he change that up a little bit? You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's something missing. I can't pinpoint it yet. I like it. It's
growing on me.
Yeah, I mean, the look is great now, but like as he gets older, like is he still going to be the Jungle Boy at like mid-30s, something like that?
Well, think about it. We still call Shawn Michaels the Heartbreak Kid.
I guess I didn't think about
he
that.
He looks pretty bad.
We still call him the Heartbreak Kid. Who else is the
Nature Boy?
The Nature Boy.
Oh, well, yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Woo!
Changed my mind.
He can still have the name. The name is fine, I think. I mean, think of it, the Backstreet Boys. They're old as dirt, and you still call them that.
First of all,
Kids on the block.
leave the Backstreet Boys alone.
I'm not fucking with them. I'm just throwing out a fact. All right, that's enough. All right. No,
Clay Cummings is like, who the hell is the New Kids on the Block?
But
I was just a baby when they were out.
Damn. A close second.
No, they weren't. They were done. They were done by the time he was born.
Oh, damn.
They were 80s, early 90s. New Kids on the
A close second for me was the Dark Order versus the Young Bucks and Good Brothers. I did like that match. I thought it was a good match. I gave it a 3. Yeah. There was a few, like I said, this was a solid AEW show. I did want to point out, because I have it in my side notes, Jericho. Was he trying to redeem himself when he was doing the Lion Salt?
Yes, he was.
Because he should have pinned him right then and there, but he was like, wait a minute.
I even have in my notes, better Lion Salt.
Yeah.
I mean, you knew damn well he was trying, because he got fucking reamed for that Lion Salt from last week. And then he does it again now. It's like, come on. And he intentionally made sure everyone saw it. Hold on.
Okay, so my high points. High points I gave to Dark Order versus Good Brothers Young Bucks. I gave that 2.5, and Jungle Boy Dax Harwood I gave it a 4.
Oh wow!
Wow. Okay.
And you know what? I wouldn't disagree with you. It could have been a 4.5, close. So I agree with you for sure. All right.
So overall,
I gave it a 1.9.
Wow.
Play.
Gave it a 1.8.
Holy shit! I gave it a 2.5.
I gave it a 2.1.
Wow! No,
Wow!
I really like this AEW.
All right. Well, it is now time for the Wednesday night delight. NXT versus AEW. Currently, NXT is ahead 9 to AEW 6. I have it very close. I have 2.1 for NXT and 1.9 for AEW. But honestly, I am going to lean towards NXT this week for me. Tony.
I'm going with AEW this week.
All right. Elio?
AEW.
All right. And Clay?
Well, in my notes, I have NXT at 1.95 and AEW at 1.8.
Wow.
Man. I honestly enjoyed AEW better.
All right.
Going back.
So, as you can see, Clay Cummings is a man who goes back on his word.
But even still, I think the guys over at Global,
right.
Andy and TJ, I think they both went AEW.
Yeah, no, they did. TJ definitely went with AEW this week. So it is now 9 for NXT to 7 for AEW. All right, it is now time for the
let me tell you something before you go on. Sorry, Rick. I think this is the closest between AEW and NXT since we started this last year. Because NXT was just blowing AEW out the water.
Oh, yeah.
And then now it's like, they're getting close,
Yep.
It's a tight race.
It's a good race. It's a good one. It's a good one.
Good one.
It's perfect.
Off to Florida, 4 minutes. No, sorry. That was
It
terrible.
is now time for the SmackDown breakdown. Yeah, suck it.
Don't you miss your jingle?
So much. There's only one way to describe SmackDown: cluster fuck.
Yeah.
What in tarnation happened at the end of this show? I gave it a 0.5. Daniel Bryan fighting AJ Styles should have went on longer. Could have been a great match. Ends in a DQ.
You gave Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles a 0.5?
I'm giving the whole clusterfuck a 0.5 because AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan started off as a good match, but then it ended with DQ because of Sami Zayn. Then that turned into a 3-on-3 with Big E and Nakamura and Sami Zayn and Cesaro. Then it turned to a 5-on-4. And then it turned to a 5-on-5. And then all of a sudden Braun Strowman comes out. What? Why would you waste Braun Strowman's return?
Exactly.
In the final segment
they
of
should have saved it
SmackDown.
for the Royal Rumble.
Yep, I gave it a 0.5. That was my lowest point of SmackDown. Clay, what was your lowest point of SmackDown?
That was the same for me. I put a 1 on that whole, Daniel Bryan versus AJ. Then you go to 6-man tag. Then you go to the 10-man. And it's like, why in the world would you throw Braun Strowman in there when the Royal Rumble is in 2 days?
Yeah.
Yep.
That could have been a surprise.
Made no sense at all. I agree.
Yeah.
I just the whole thing around it. I get it, it's the Rumble and you want everybody in there, but no, not now, not there.
And you know what's weird is that just like what you said though, it would have been a better surprise for me still if they saved it for the Rumble
Series.
Yeah,
it's supposed to be like a surprise that he's coming. Not he was up on SmackDown. They killed the surprise factor.
Yeah. Yep. I agree.
Tony, what was your low point for SmackDown?
It was the Daniel Bryan promo in the beginning.
Oh, yes, that was bad too.
Horrendous. It's like, and you know what? This is what, the 4th week in a row they're teasing, or he's teasing the fact that he has not won the Royal Rumble. Now, it could be, that could be a ruse. They could be doing that on purpose just to get us people thinking that he is going to win the Royal Rumble and not really win it. Because you got to remember, are they doing the Elimination Chamber this year?
Yes.
Good. I love the Elimination Chamber. But it might be that's when he gets something. I don't know. But I hated it. I hated that promo. Daniel Bryan's not a good promo guy.
No, he's not.
All right, I got to change that. He's not a good promo guy, but there were times when he was a heel that I did enjoy his promos. But this one was not it at all. I gave it 0.5. Terrible.
Elio, your low point.
Same, I gave that Daniel Bryan in the beginning was a 1, and they did the same thing they did on Raw, they did on SmackDown. The same match started 3 times. So I gave that one a 1 as well.
The last 45 minutes was all about this.
This is bad.
Terrible.
My highest point of SmackDown was Bianca Belair defeating Bayley. I gave that a 3.5. I thought that was a really solid match. I think Bianca showed who she is as a wrestler, and Bayley is just.
But let me ask you a question: when they interviewed Bianca on the top of the stage, was she overdoing it?
No, I think that was genuine.
So?
I thought it was really good. I think it showed that she has heart. I think it showed a softer side to her, that she's not just this bad mamma jamma, that she also is a sensitive side, and that she appreciates the accomplishment that she just had. Like, she just had a huge accomplishment of beating Bayley, and she appreciates going against Bayley. So that's what I have to say about that. 3.5. Clay, what is your high point?
The only high point on SmackDown I saw was Bianca Belair versus Bayley.
Yep.
I gave it a 3.
Yeah.
I just, and everything else, I'm looking down like the Roman KO face-to-face, King Corbin versus Mysterio. I was like, this SmackDown sucked.
Yeah.
Like, no. But yes, my only high point of that was Bianca Belair versus Bayley.
Yeah. Tony.
My high point was now before all the fiasco. High point was Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles. I did like that. I gave it a 3, but I agree with all you guys too. But I gave it a 2.5. It was Bianca versus Bayley only because, like I said, even after I just think she was overdoing it when they were interviewing her.
Yeah.
To me, that doesn't seem like the Bianca I want to see. The oh my god, no, don't be like that, Bianca. Be the badass bitch that
You don't go here.
exactly.
You don't go here.
That was more when she was a baby or heel, right?
Yes.
Doing that?
She was still in
Yeah.
I crack up with that, but I did give it a 2.5. You know what though? Honestly, that's another match I wish went a little bit longer. You know what I'm saying? That's another match. And I sound hypocritical because I'm not a big fan of TV long matches, but pay-per-views are fine. This one I think should have went a little bit longer. But no, my high point was Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles. That was a good match. Now I do got a side note though.
All right, Elio. Oh,
no, go ahead. No, go to Elio and then I'll do my side note.
Yeah, high point was.
all right, Elio. What's your high point?
High point was that Bianca Belair Bailey match. Gave it a 3.
All right. Side note, Tony.
Yeah, now Bianca winning this match, and now she's going into the Royal Rumble. Does it look like she's going to win the Royal Rumble?
Yes.
You still think so?
Nope. Nope, she's not.
No, I don't think she is.
She's
either.
not winning the Rumble. No, not after that. That's too big of a win.
Exactly.
To give her another big win.
Exactly. And WWE is known for that shit. Anyway, so my other one, and this is, when I heard this, I just took my glasses off. I chucked them across the room. I almost stopped watching SmackDown because of this. Michael Cole. Now, mind you, yes, I agree. I agree with everybody when we all said that it was one big clusterfuck with this whole thing with Daniel Bryan versus AJ, and then it became Big E, Shinsuke, and Daniel versus Sami Cesaro and AJ, and then it became a 5-on-5. I totally agree. That was a big clusterfuck. But when it was during, it was Big E, Shinsuke, Daniel Bryan versus Sami Cesaro and AJ. While they were all still wrestling, Michael Cole said this: "Let's see if we can figure this out. Who's in the ring?" I'm like, bro, are you fucking? Did you just really say that? Did you just really fucking say that? What the? Michael Cole is pissing me off.
Gotta love him.
You
gotta love him.
Oh, why the fuck is he doing? Why is he? What the fuck? They're in the ring.
I have to agree. I can't stand Michael Cole.
You heard it too?
Yeah. Some of the stuff he says,
ridiculous. Oh my god!
And that long? Like, wow.
Oh my god, it was terrible. And my final side note, just like you all said, too early for Strowman. That's all I wrote. They should have saved it for the Rumble. Childish.
I mean, not that I wanted to see him in the Rumble anyway, but yeah.
Well, he would have got.
With that being said,
yeah.
Like
he would have had a big.
And let me tell you,
little.
Yeah. Huh? He did get jacked though.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, man, he did get jacked. He was lifting the weights real heavy.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah. Overall, I gave SmackDown a 1.5 this week. Clay.
1.5 also.
Tony?
I must have been nice between all of you. I gave it a 1.78 this week.
Wow. Elio?
I give it a 1.5 as well.
Wow. Tony, you could have given a 1.5?
Okay, sure. I'll give it a 1.5.
Yeah.
All right. All right. It is now time for Raw versus NXT versus SmackDown. Currently, NXT's ahead 20 to Raw's 13 to SmackDown's 8. It's safe to say that SmackDown won't be winning this week. I went with NXT this week. That's my pick. NXT, Raw, and SmackDown. Elio?
Yep, I'm going to NXT, Raw, and SmackDown as well. That's how I have it scored here.
All right, Clay?
Also, NXT, Raw, and SmackDown.
All right, and Tony?
Yep, clean sweep. NXT, Raw, and SmackDown. Wow.
All right, so NXT goes up 21 to Raw's 13 to SmackDown's 8. And I have to say, even with all these tag team matches on NXT had a pretty good show.
Yeah.
And I'm not a big fan of all these tag team matches.
Like the whole, and I even put on my notes too, way too many tag team matches.
Yes.
I get it.
Especially running 2 Dusty Classics at the same time.
I get it.
And some of them are taking place on 205.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they had Shotzi Blackheart and Ember Moon on 205.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dusty Classic, but not your whole show needs to be tag team.
Yeah.
That's why that's why I chose AEW, because they actually had other than tag matches.
Yeah. They AEW mixed it well on Wednesday. They really did. I liked it.
All right. Do you feel the rumblings? Do you feel that?
It is time for the WWE Royal Rumble pay-per-view points game. All right.
Yes.
All right. So, yeah, we're bringing it back, folks, because I am hearing more and more that they are going to be fans at the WrestleManias. Both nice. Now it's funny because I mentioned it was going to be about 25,000. Now they upped it to 35,000 fans. So it's still good to have the fans back. It does brings a certain vibe to these matches instead of being added on to it. So those that are new to playing the pay-per-view points game, basically each match is worth a certain amount of points. Just think of it as money. So if you're going to bet $20 or if you had $20 left on you and you want to bet on a match, how much would you bet on it? Would you bet the whole thing because you think you're that good, or would you bet half and be safe? So good thing is that if your prediction is true, then you get those points. But if it comes out wrong, you lose all those points and you can be in the negative. Also, we added another thing, the finish. All you have to do is just guess what the finish is the extra 5 points for that. Is you predict either a pinfall, submission, DQ, count out, or no contest. So just for a reminder that if you pick a no contest, you cannot pick a winner. But you do get the 5 points while everybody else is wrong. That's the only advantage to that. So, and then at the end of the night, Rick will pick he won't pick, but he adds the numbers up, and then a winner will be announced on the Aftermath show. So Aftermath this weekend, also right after the pay-per-view. So you want to tune in for that. That's going to be great. So, all right, you guys ready?
And also there is bonus points to be had in the pay-per-view points game. At 5 p.m., we're going to have a drawing for the Royal Rumble picks. So your number will be randomly selected, and
It might be earlier, though, because I think it starts at 5.
Oh, okay.
I think the Eastern time. I think
Eastern time it starts at 6. Oh, they might do a 2-hour one?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Okay.
So just to be on the safe side, we might go a little bit early to do the drawing.
All right, we'll do a 4 p.m. Eastern time drawing of the picks, and we will give out numbers to each person who participates in the game. Mm-hmm. And if that number that you receive wins either the men or women's Royal Rumble or both, you will receive 10 bonus points for your final score. So in the past, it has shown to not be beneficial because the person who got it had a bad score. But hey, maybe this year.
No, wait a minute. Also, too, they get a 10-point advantage at WrestleMania.
Yes, as well. Yep.
So that's dope. I think they should up it, but I guess 10 points is 10 points. So, all right. So these are not in order, so don't shoot the messenger. First match I got is Asuka and Charlotte versus Nia Jax and Baszler. This one is worth 20 points with the finish of a pinfall, submission, DQ, countout, or a no contest for 5 points. So we'll go with Clay. Clay, who do you got on this one?
I got Asuka and Charlotte.
Really?
I'm going to say 12 points, pin.
Okay. Elio, who you got?
I'm gonna go with Asuka and Charlotte for 14 and submission.
Okay. Rick, who you got?
I'm going with the Queen of Spades at Nia Jax. I will go 15 points, and I'm going to go pinfall.
Okay. All right. I agree with you. I'm going with Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. I'll go one up because I was going to go 15. I don't want people there on copying. But I'm going to go 16 points. And I will, same thing, I'll go with a pinfall. I think Asuka's going to take the pin on this one. Look at that. I went even further. And, all right, next matchup, Sasha Banks versus Carmella. This one is also 20 points with the finish. Elio, what do you got?
I got Sasha 17 submission.
Okay. Rick.
Oh, man, I wish you didn't come to me.
And you love Carmella. You've been loving Carmella lately.
Yeah, but I want Sasha to retain. So I'm going to go, this is so difficult.
Or does Sasha lose and then puts herself in the Royal Rumble and win that?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to throw some shit at you.
Yeah, and Carmella can Carmella lose again and be relevant? Like that's
exactly. That's what makes it difficult. It's because they've been pumping Carmella into our veins for the past month and a half, 2 months, and it's like, okay, she's legit, and then losing 2 in a row.
Yeah,
she's got her
I'm gonna go.
manager there.
I'm gonna go
Oh,
Sasha.
yeah.
I'm gonna go
Okay.
Sasha. 8 points. Pinfall.
Wow.
Submission.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Sasha Banks. I'm going to full 20. I think
Wow.
they can't be herbing her this quick. I think she's gonna lose the title at WrestleMania though. So I'm going with Sasha Banks, 20 points, submission. Clay, what do you got?
Well, I'm not trying to copy a Tony, but I had it too. I had Sasha 20 points or submission. Sorry.
Submission? Okay.
Submission, yeah.
All right. Next matchup, Drew McIntyre versus Goldberg. This is another 20-pointer with the finish. Rick, who you got?
This is tough. This is tough.
You think this is tough?
Every time Goldberg comes back, he wins a title.
True.
Every single time.
But Drew just got the title back.
I understand that, but it's Goldberg. I'm going with Drew. I'll go the full 20, and I'll go pinfall.
Wow. I'm gonna go with Drew. They can't herb Drew already right before WrestleMania. You know what I'm saying? They've been, hyping Drew up for the longest. So why not? You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go with Drew. I'm gonna go 18 points. And you know what? I have a feeling somebody's gonna interfere in this match. Fuck.
Is it Morrison?
Yeah, I just thought of that. Shit. Well, that just made it hard for me. Son of a bitch. You know what? No. Drew. How many points I said? 18?
18. Yep.
18 pin. There. I said it. Yeah, I said it. All right, Clay, who you got?
I'm going to go ahead and take Drew, 15 points pin.
Okay. Elio, who you got?
Drew, 19 points pin.
Wow. Okay. Up next, we have Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens in the last man. Is it last man standing?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, last man standing match. So there is no finish to this, obviously. It's on me. So I'm going to go Roman Reigns. They're going to keep the belt on him for a long time, I think. I'm going Roman Reigns the full 20. Clay, who you got?
Roman, full 20.
Elio.
I'm going with Roman for full 20.
All right, Rick.
Kevin Owens loses 3 times in a row. Woo. I'm going Roman 20.
I was going to say, you can't take the belt off Roman right now.
Oh, Roman is the only good thing. Well, not the only good thing, but men-wise, only good thing on SmackDown.
That's true. That is true. I agree with you. All right, now this one is a tough one, and thank God it's not on me first. The 30 women Royal Rumble. This is 25 points. Clay, it's on you first. Who you got on this one?
Dang it. Okay.
See, the thing that what I love about this part is that we don't know which number, whoever we're going to pick, we don't know which number they're going to come out as.
Yeah.
Makes it difficult. Makes it a little bit hard. So
I got Alexa Bliss, 15 points.
Wow.
So who's
That's
Alexa going to go after?
Huh?
Who's Alexa going to go after, you think, if she does win it?
I think, honestly, she'd probably keep the storyline with Asuka going, yeah.
Okay. Elio, makes sense. Elio.
Hey, so I'm back at Hell in a Cell. I said what I thought was going to happen with Sasha and Bailey.
Oh,
I'm going to pick Sasha for 20, and then I'm going to pick Bailey for 20, and she's going to go after Sasha at WrestleMania.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Rick, it's on you.
I'm going with Bailey. I'm going 2 points.
Oh.
That's slick.
2 points.
That's slick.
Yes.
Very slick. Now, I tell you,
the odds of people getting this right is not high.
Not high at all. Now, think of it this way, too, because right now, the only 2 I've heard was not Sasha, Bailey and Alexa to win this. But y'all forgetting Bianca Belair. She was high odds on winning this. Who else is in this?
Charlotte.
Shayna Baszler. You guys don't see at all
Nia.
Nia that any of these women could win it. Any surprise?
They can. Anybody can win it.
Rhea Ripley. Could she win it? You know what I'm saying?
Ruby Riott.
Fuck you. Who? Rick? Now, the thing of it is, any one of these women can win it. And that's what makes, for me, I agree with everybody's point of who they picked. I really do. But are they really going to use the Royal Rumble for that stepping stone for the future storyline leading into WrestleMania? I don't know. Like, one part of me wants to pick Rhea Ripley for some odd reason. Another one, and I tell you this, before SmackDown, imagine her Charlotte. I don't want to hear that shit again. But one part of me, like, I was like 90% sure of Bianca Belair. But after what happened on SmackDown, that shit went from 90% to 20. That's how far it went. But I like what Clay said. I think I'm gonna go Alexa Bliss. She might do some creepy shit in that ring. I'm gonna go with Alexa Bliss, but I'm only going 5 points.
Maybe that's what they meant by saying when you said that it will scare us to death.
Scary.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know. The women's one is very, very difficult for me to predict. The men's is going to be difficult to pick too. But I'm going 5 because at least it won't damage me that bad. And all right, the men's Royal Rumble. Elio, it's on you. Who you got? 25 points. This one is just like the women, 25 points. This one, I'm telling you. Now I'm just gonna throw this out there. Brock Lesnar's name was stated to come in this. You got Edge in this. You got Braun Strowman. Rick's ridiculous prediction of CM Punk.
Can I take CM Punk?
That's Elio's prediction.
So I mean, there's a lot to this one. Any surprises? While Elio's thinking, because Elio's thinking hard. He's not. Now, while he's thinking, what surprises you think will happen besides the CM Punk?
I think Carlito.
You think so?
That would be cool.
Yeah,
that would be cool.
That would be Caribbean cool.
No pun intended.
No pun intended at all. Anyone else? I mean, for me, honestly, I think the only surprise is Brock. Yeah. That's it.
I think Jinder Mahal is going to appear.
Okay, he should be. Yeah, he should be ready to go. What was his injury anyway? Elbow, right?
Something with his knee. But he came back. He fought for that special.
Didn't he tear his ACL?
Yeah.
Pretty sure he did.
But he came back. He just had the special for India. They had Jinder Mahal, the Bollywood boy. He's back.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, that would be a good surprise to have him back, honestly. You know what? I kind of miss him as champion, too. I don't know why.
I'm going to go with AJ Styles.
AJ? Yes. You know what? That's a good pick. That is a good pick. How many points?
I'm going to go 15.
Wow. Almost going all out. All right, Rick. Who you
know what? Elio took my pick. I'm going AJ Styles.
Really?
And I'm going to go, you know what? At this point, me and Elio are like neck and neck with all our picks. Except for we got pretty much the same thing, but he always outscores me. Except for Baszler and Nia. I got Baszler and Nia. He got Oscar and Charlotte.
Okay.
But I'm going to go AJ, and I'm not going to play it dumb. I'm going to keep it smart. I'm going to go 5 points for AJ Styles.
Wow.
Not risking it.
Wow. You know what? I was just about to pick Brock for this one.
Wow.
I was. Yeah. But he said AJ Styles, and I'm like, oh, shit. Yeah. I totally forgot about him. Fuck. Now that, wow. Oh, man. What are the What are the chances, though, of Brock really being there for one?
He's going to be there.
If he is in there, he has to win it, don't you think?
Unless he does a story with Braun.
But really?
Or Bobby Lashley.
Everybody's been waiting on that.
Yeah.
Everybody's been waiting on that. Bobby Lashley's a good pick, too, to win this.
Ooh. The Hurt Business takes out Brock?
Oh, that could lead to a storyline. Yeah, for sure. Huh. AJ, though, AJ sounds like a safer pick for me.
With Amos as well?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, they're going to do some shit where they're going to throw, watch, I guarantee, they're going to throw AJ out and Omos, what was it? Omos is going to catch him.
Sorry.
Yep. Omos is going to catch him and put him back in the ring. I guarantee you that's going to happen.
That's going to be the Kofi Kingston spot.
Yeah. Kofi's not going to be in this one.
Nope, Ali.
Oh, you know what? There's Riddle too. Riddle's.
Oh no.
Well, they've been hyping him up.
They have, bro.
Yeah, bro. All right, bro. Clay, who'd you pick?
He didn't pick yet.
No,
Oh,
I
you
haven't.
didn't pick yet. Oh, my bad. Okay, no. To be fair, I have to go first. I have to go. It's in order. Man, you know what? I'm gonna go with AJ Styles. I just convinced myself. I'll go AJ Styles, but I'll go 10 points for AJ.
Okay.
Yep. All right, Clay. Who
I'll
you
be
got?
different. And as much as these past couple weeks that they have been promoting this guy and what he has said, I'm going to say Daniel Bryan.
I knew you were gonna say that.
I'm going to go 10 points on Daniel. I just feel like his career is coming up short.
Yeah.
And he keeps saying the only thing I haven't done is win the Royal Rumble. And to me, that's like a side thing of him winning the Rumble. And then he's going to go off and retire and be daddy.
Yeah.
But
I think he honestly, I think he's going to be in there for a long time, though.
Yeah.
I really do. I think
He's going to draw number 2 or something like that.
Yeah, or number 3 or 4. He's going to come in pretty early.
Make it to the Final Four.
And make it to the Final Four, yeah. And something.
You guys forget Cesaro.
Yeah.
Ooh,
But I don't see Cesaro winning it.
No.
Shinsuke. There's rumors about Shinsuke winning it.
Oh shit, that's right. Stop. Because then you change my mind. I would love to see Shinsuke win. I would not be upset if he won. I wouldn't.
Or Sheamus.
Yeah. Yep. Because and that's the weird thing. Because if Sheamus wins, obviously he can go after Drew. And I think that's what it looked like it was leading to anyway. And if Shinsuke wins, he would go after Roman. And because obviously, you know, so man, those are some good points, but hard to pick, I tell you. All right, and finally, the announce table. Will it be destroyed? Rick?
Yes. Clay, will it be destroyed?
Yes.
Elio?
Yes.
Elio.
Yep.
I agree. I say yes. I think it will be destroyed only because of the one match with Kevin Owens and Roman. It's a last man standing match. You got to break a table.
Absolutely.
You got to break a table.
No one has mentioned the Fiend. What does the Fiend do?
Oh, you son of a bitch. I told you not to do that. Fuck. I might have to change my thing now. No,
What?
I'm keeping it.
What?
I'm keeping it. So what was your question, Rick?
What will the Fiend do? What's he doing to Orton?
Whoa, shit, Orton's going to be in this too. He's in the Royal Rumble.
He may cause Orton to get out of the Rumble.
Okay. I feel better now. Thank you, Clay.
Yeah, that's about it.
I feel better now. Man, I told y'all to stop, and you're throwing fucking names out. All right, so there you have it. But a good point. God damn it. You know what? I might change my mind now. Fuck. No, I'm sticking with AJ. Damn it, I said it. But yeah, what is going to happen with the Fiend? Rick, you brought it up. Why? Why'd you bring it up?
Because I want something exciting to happen with the Fiend.
I think it will.
This has potential.
No, let me ask you a question, though. Is he going to come back with a different look? Remember, he was burnt.
He has to.
He was burnt.
Yeah.
I'm doing
I thought I saw a new mask that they're developing for him.
Oh, really?
They have like it's got like big horns on both sides.
Horns?
Yeah.
Holy shit, I didn't see that.
You remember like when Alexa was saying he's going to be reincarnated and something like big. I don't know if it's like bigger, scarier, whatever.
And he did put out a tweet that something about like a cocoon, like like that. So
yes,
you know what? And they're slick too because of merch, motherfuckers. But so now, I mean,
that new shirt with Alexa, man, I gotta get it.
Yeah, that looks badass. Yeah, buy one get one for $1.
That is sick.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know, man. This is gonna be this is a hard pay-per-view. Mm-hmm. This is very difficult.
Yo, this has potential to beat 92, guys. I'm excited.
We'll see. I mean, that's a good point though about I think you said it, Rick. You know, with Orton being in it, is the Fiend going to be in it, or if he's going to interfere where Orton gets eliminated, and how? And you know what? If they show the Fiend, it has to be quick. I don't think they need to like really focus on him. I think like even if it's a shadow, you know what I'm saying? And like who said horns? Clay, you said the horns?
I did.
Elio.
Like even if that's true, still they got to do something like a silhouette or something. And with him oh my God, you know how scary that would be? Holy shit.
Awesome.
And it's still teasing the fact of not showing him. That's what I would like. And keep.
Oh my
shit. Are you what? Send that to me, Elliot.
Okay.
Send that to me. Elio just showed a picture of the new mask. What the? How's he gonna wrestle with that? That's huge. But you see what I'm saying, though? Even better, looking at that picture, having a silhouette of that, not really showing the Fiend, but you know what I'm saying? Like really teasing this until WrestleMania when the Fiend actually shows, and then you can see it. And then there's going to be a crowd there, too. Dope.
Yeah.
Dope. But but you know what? I wouldn't be mad if they did show it at the Royal Rumble. I wouldn't. Anyway. Yeah, Elio, send me that shit. I got to take a closer look at that. All right, so that is your wrestling POV pay-per-view points game, the Royal Rumble. Yes, I said it. Make sure to play. Tell your friends. Tell your family. Tell your kids. Clay, tell your kid to play. All right, so all right, let's get on to the book. So those that are new to the show, basically what we do is we put the most ridiculous things that happen in the week of wrestling, and we kind of need this laugh. We're still in the pandemic, people, but it just gives it's funny shit. All right, you guys ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, Liv Morgan's cage wedgie.
Isn't that
Tony.
All right, Clay, should we take it out?
Even Clay.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Even Clay.
Now shut up.
Even Clay said it's a lifer.
No. Clay, should we take this out? Oh, wait, it's a lifer?
Yeah. Don't.
So should we take it out? You know what? I'm going to wait until Josh Sanders comes on the show, and then I'll ask him and see what he says.
Oh, so when hell freezes over?
Pretty much. Pretty much. The coronavirus.
Stays.
MVP's older brother's suit. It looks like he's getting that fixed. No? Okay, I was wrong.
No,
Sorry,
stays.
MVP. I was trying to hook you up, man, but blame Rick. He wants to
Just like his brother did.
All right, Jericho and Khan's demo.
Stays.
Drew's Dragon Breath.
When he wins his match, who's gonna breathe harder, him or Goldberg?
That's fucked up. Roman's Choppers.
That stays.
Candace's Wings.
Stays.
Stays.
Or I'm sorry, The Way. That's what. Okay.
The Way.
AEW ranking stays. I'm sorry, even though we just hooked AEW up this week, it was a really good show, but it makes no sense. They're having 2 tournaments to decide a number 1 contender. Are you kidding me right now? Then why have the rankings? Why? For what? Makes no sense. Carmella's champagne shower.
Hey, stays.
Yes.
and y'all talk about me with the Liv Morgan's cage wedgie.
Tony, you're going on almost a year.
And I love Liv Morgan, man. Where was I? Oh my God, Bronson's little lizard.
Stays.
That's ridiculous. That's like, come on, bro. Why? Did you hear them make a reference to Godzilla versus Kong?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Looking forward to the movie.
Yes.
Don't make a not with Braun. No, get the fuck out of here. No, Angelo.
Stays.
We didn't see them on SmackDown.
Thank God.
Oh, damn. Guaranteed they'll be in the Royal Rumble, though. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about that, being that Kofi's not going to be there, how much you want to bet Montez Ford's going to be the one doing like what Kofi did?
He can't because he got that injury. So he's probably not going to be the Rumble. Dawkins
He'll be in there. They say he was fine.
Well, we'll see.
Okay. Elias's dookie finger.
I think we can take that out.
Serious?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to say it again?
No. Fuck out of here. I don't say that shit. All right. I can't believe I got to say this one. Priest's needle dick.
Oh, my God. He's going to be the Rumble.
Shit. Fuck. You know, no. Stop. I see what you did there. with AJ.
No, I thought they weren't having NXT guys in there this year.
He's on the roster. He's on the main roster.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he's on the. We just haven't seen him. Yeah. Well, no, he could debut on Monday.
Yep.
Yeah, but I still think he'll be in the Rumble.
Yeah.
All right. So what about his needle?
No, stop.
What about his needle, Dick? Come on.
That stays until we see him.
Can't believe I had to say it like that. Adam Pearce's Batman.
Stays.
It stays?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Ray's Tighty Whities.
He hasn't worn his gear yet.
Well, we'll see at the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Rick's Blasphemous.
That's on you.
It stays because I still can't say it right. How do you say it?
Blasphemous. Rick's blasphemy.
Exactly.
Blasphemy.
Ray. Yep.
Blasphemy, right? That's
Yeah.
what I thought. I said it right, didn't I?
Yeah. Not on the show. You said blasphemous.
I said blasphemy. All right, so it's
Yeah.
the inner circle versus the inner circle versus the inner
stays.
circle.
That
Man,
stays.
just don't let me finish, huh?
Hey, real quick, could I add something to the book?
Whoa.
So, okay, I don't know if you guys agree with me on this, but on SmackDown, when King Corbin and Dominik Mysterio was going at it,
Yeah.
notice they matched almost like their gear.
Yes.
Like I was like,
saw that.
why? What? Okay, you're supposed to be a heel and babyface, but you're wearing the same color.
You're just about the same thing. He had the crown, and Dominik had the crown on his tights.
Yes. I was like, what is going on here?
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, so what do you put in the book?
Putting Corbin and Dominik matching tights. Yeah.
So we'll do Corbin. Wait,
Corbin
you know what?
and Dominik's matching buddies.
No, we'll go Corbin and Dominik twinsies.
There you go.
I like it.
All right.
Go ahead, Rick.
Corbin and Dominik twinsies. You just read the book.
There we go. All right. Twinsies. I'm sorry. I'm writing all this down. Shit. I can't spell. Twinsies. All right. Close enough. All right. So that's it for the show. Yeah. Right? Or do we got anything else?
No.
Fuck it. We're done. All right. So but before we leave, I will play a song from my playlist of wrestling interests, all this shit. It's on my phone, and I just hit the shuffle button. It is called a 5-second shuffle. It's how we ride off into the sunset until next week. Well, we will actually tomorrow night we'll have Aftermath, the Royal Rumble, and Elio, and now Clay's here. He can play. So since Clay is here, we will do first to 4 because it's 3 rounds. Let's see how
I've been wanting to do this.
Oh, really?
Yes.
All right. Now, you guys, it's got to be the honor system because I can't hear while I'm playing it. I can't hear who's answering. I can see, but I can't hear who's answering. So, we got to do the honest thing.
Yeah, well, if Elio's honest this time.
Damn. But you know what? Wait a minute. Last week, he did beat you.
He did.
That was the one where I couldn't hear,
in a row.
and I think you said you beat him, but I looked back that on the recording. He said it first before you did.
Yes.
So, all right. With that being said,
I'm still have that under review because of Kelly and Candice.
No, how could you review that when I showed you exactly?
Listen, my lawyers are on work.
Hey, you got a lawyer?
Yeah, David Atunga.
I remember.
Holy
Kelly having that theme song too.
Yes,
she did have it, but on my phone, I can't look it up now, but it did say Candice right on.
I agree. I'm pretty sure Candice did too.
Yeah. So I think
you're right.
Yeah. No, but there was one where I couldn't hear who said it, and then Rick said he said it first, and then but when I look back on the tape, it was Elio that said it first.
Yes.
So that's what I'm saying. He won. So, all right. With that being said, I'm your host, Tony Diaz, along with the gentleman. And Mr. $50 man himself.
Clay Cummings.
And third wheel.
Rick's right on the third.
And our intern.
Miguel Cole, so Clay, how much corn do you pick a day?
Jesus Christ. Love, peace, and wrestling. We'll see y'all next week.
Peace out.
Okay, you guys ready?
Yes,
Here
sir.
we go. Here's the first one.
The Boogeyman.
Boogeyman.
Who said it?
I'll give it to Clay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, the Boogeyman. It is the Boogeyman. All right, next one. So that's one for Clay.
Brood.
Dang it.
Rick said. I heard Rick say it this time. Yes, the Brood. One Rick, one Clay, 0 for Elliot. Here's now.
Breathe.
I didn't hear.
That was Rick.
You got it?
I'll give it to
Yes,
Rick.
sir.
Okay. Remember, we can always listen back after the show. So, all right, but you got it. Yes, it was. Wait, who'd you say?
Bree.
Yes, Brie Bella. Okay.
Oh.
I don't know that one.
Is that I'm gonna go Tori Wilson?
No.
Ooh.
Nope. You're gonna be upset at it, Rick.
Ugh.
I don't know.
That's not Beth Phoenix.
No.
Eva
No.
Marie.
What'd you say, Clay?
E. Torres?
No. Who's Elliot? What'd you say?
Eva Marie.
That is right, Eva Marie.
Eva Marie.
No, I heard somebody said that. I wasn't sure who said. Yeah, Eva Marie. I didn't remember her having a music like that. All right, so Rick, you got 2.
Yep.
Clay, you got 1.
Yep.
And Elliot, you got 1. What did I say we're playing 2? 4?
4.
4.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, here we go.
Chris Jericho.
Ooh. And I just heard that song too.
Yeah, this is his older one.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is his older one. All right, so you tied up with Rick. Elliot, you still got 1. Here we go. Seriously?
Mojo Rawley, the Hype Bros.
Mojo Riley.
Yes.
I knew somebody, as soon as he said, I don't get hype, I'm like, oh, somebody's got to get it. And then y'all are like, huh? All right, Rick only needs 1 more. Here we go.
The Judy.
Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
Ooh,
Wait, who
Ricky
said
the
it?
Dragon Steamboat.
Who said it?
Me.
Clay.
You said Ricky the Dragon Steamboat?
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah.
Wow.
Good one. All right, tied up with Rick. Elio, you need a comeback, kid. I'm not calling you a kid. I'm just saying come back. All right, here we go.
Lana.
Dang it.
Who said it?
Rick. Or was it?
I got it. I think I got it. I think
You
I
said
got it. I said to Lana, and he said
Who?
Lana. It was close. I said to because I went to, but I said Lana afterwards. I'm pretty sure I got it. It's close. I'm
No,
gonna give
it
it
is
to
Lana.
Elio.
It is Lana.
I know it's Lana. I know it's Lana. I know
All right,
I got it.
we always got to check back at the tape. I didn't, like I said, because I can't hear when we're
Right.
playing. So you said Lana.
I'll
too?
give it to Elio. Yeah, Elio.
Oh,
I'll give it
Elio
to
said it.
Elio. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So
3-3-2.
3-3-2. All right. Here's the next one. This one's a hard one.
Is that Virgil?
No, it's not. It
Ooh.
is not. He is in NXT UK.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's Elio's alley right there.
Yeah.
Is that Trent Seven?
No.
Dave Mastiff.
Nope. Clay, you want to take a shot at it?
No, I'm lost.
Tyler Bate.
Oh, I was gonna say it. I said Trent Seven.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, here's the next one.
Undertaker.
Who said what?
Undertaker.
No. Nope. Any guesses?
No, I didn't even. I barely heard it.
Yeah, well, you only get 5 seconds.
Yeah. No,
Clay.
like the bug was.
Clay, who you got? You want to take a shot at it? This one is definitely hard. This one is a hard one. Draws.
Oh.
Draws, yeah.
No, sorry.
Tatanka. Tatanka.
I heard.
The champ. And I said Lana first. Yes. The greatest of all time. You throw away more competitors, and I keep knocking them down. And you think that? Sucker!